Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome to an exciting Saturday night with Dadman Walking 55. Nothing says wild, crazy Saturday nights like Dadman Walking 55. And hey, tonight's going to be a great, great show. We don't just do Fortnite, we just don't do football. We do all kinds of other cool, fun stuff. And hey, get ready for some fun tonight. Something that will be definitely different. Me trying to run a panel that's like a little zoo here behind the scenes. Me with 5 people on a panel is going to be really, really funny tonight. So let the boomerang begin. So with that said, let me go ahead and welcome you all in a general sense. I know people are out in the chat. Thank you for being here. We'll look at you guys in the chat first. But hey, let me start with my guest of the hour, because like we said here, well, let me do this first. I'm boomerang already, but let me do this here first, folks. Let us look at why we are here tonight before I bring on this stellar all-star cast of people that we have. Well, and I am going to show you. You've seen the tweets. You've seen the, oh crap, there you go. Okay. Nothing like an oh crap to go out there with you. But hey, folks, this is why we're here. It's our chill chat with the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi, which was released in theaters May 25th of 1983. So, hey, 40 years have gone by. 40 years have gone by, and we are where we are now. Lots of controversy, lots of other stuff that's happened over the years. But you know what? We're not going to worry about all that stuff tonight. Well, maybe a little bit of the special edition version, but hey, tonight we're going to celebrate our memories, what we loved about this movie, things that are, really, special to us, special memories and stuff, and maybe in general Star Wars. So without further ado, now that I've introduced the topic, let me introduce you to some great characters here tonight. First of all, let me welcome this person who has been great in playing Fortnite recently, who is a blast and even bugs me to play Fortnite. If you can believe it, I got somebody asking me to play a lot. And this person is a great human being that loves to torture me with food pictures. And I will call this my friend, and really getting to know this person a lot lately. And let me introduce you to Lisa from YouTube. Lisa, how are you tonight?
Hi, Dadman. Great. Thank you. Oh, you're so kind to me. You're so nice. I'm glad I torture you with all my food pictures. It's actually really fun.
I know it is. And I think people like that. They're like, Dadman gets tortured for once. And yes, he asks us to play Fortnite all the time. But hey, it's nice. So what are you doing these days?
Well, I'm catching up on some Return of the Jedi because I'm loving having a chance to speak my mind on this wonderful movie. So thank you for having me.
That is awesome to hear. That is awesome to hear. And we cannot wait to hear what you have to say. Let me go ahead. We'll bring on our next guest. This is somebody else that I've been doing some streams recently with, some movie chats. We got a chill chat coming up later this month too. The ever gracious and classy and wonderful friend of the channel, the great Daisy Blossom. How are you, Daisy?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for having me on, and may the force be with you always.
Always, absolutely. So thank you. How have you been doing today, Daisy?
I'm fine, except for computers driving me crazy, but life of a streamer.
Yeah, we had that thing earlier. So, it's quite an adventure, but at least we have tech support around here. Mrs. Dadman got us going and got it solved. So,
Yes,
so that's
thank you,
always a good
Mrs.
thing. So, and you went to the meetup, I guess, in Las Vegas the other day, right?
Oh, yes. Yes. It was
Yes.
lovely. Very, very crowded. Very. We've been to all three of the ones in Vegas. The first one was pretty low key. And then each time it's gotten much more crowded. The bar that they were in is called the Millennium Fandom Bar, after the Millennium Falcon. And they have all sorts of movie memorabilia. And specifically from Star Wars, they have an R2-D2. They have a Millennium Falcon that's hanging from their ceiling. And then they have other properties that
Yep.
they have a bunch of lightsabers.
I saw pictures from last year, so that was always
Mhm.
that was kind of cool. All right, well, welcome, Daisy. Well, let me bring on. Let me bring on. Let's see. Let me bring on one. We actually have another guy on the panel tonight. He's a guy that is one hell of an artist, I think. Definitely go check his. We'll put their links out later, but make sure Megadong's link gets out there. His link, that is. And it's a great, stunning, brave Megatron. Megadong, how are you?
Hello there.
Oh, nice picture.
Doing
All
great.
right.
Yeah.
What you
I
working
told you I
on?
was bringing you guys something special.
Surprise.
It's Luke Skywalker. It's Luke
Nice.
Skywalker.
Awesome. I thought so, but I wanted to let you introduce your own work there.
All right.
Oh my gosh,
No,
you guys
we're
with
working
your
on
art.
Luke Skywalker. It's kind of based on Return of the Jedi Luke and
Yeah,
Twin Sons.
can tell with that
it's a thing.
the haircut. So yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Amazing.
I'm glad you were able to make it today, Stunning,
me
because
too.
I know it was a busy day for you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and end up with the introductions. Could be one more later, but hey, listen, this person is last being introduced, but definitely not least by any matter of the issues. One of the people that actually got me my early starts into streaming after Aang, first podcast I believe I showed up on, then kept dragging me in to scare me and torture me in Dead by Daylight, not just Fortnite and other things like that. Let me introduce you to the wonderful, classy, ladylike, fantastic Amanda Gilliam presents. If I hit the button right. There we go.
Can you ever get my name right?
Gilliam. Okay, Gilliam. Yes. Amanda Gilliam presents.
Hi.
How are you, my
Hi.
friend?
Hey, Amanda.
Hey, Amanda.
And how did you not realize that was Luke?
I wanted to let
know.
him. I knew it, but I wanted to let him introduce his
I'm
drawing
a horrible
himself.
artist.
Lies!
I guess.
Lies! I hear lies.
Well, I didn't say it was Christopher Robin. I could have done that, Well, look at the hair.
Oh, you could have said Leia. It's Princess Leia, right?
It's C-3PO.
It's Luke.
Luke. It's a dude.
It's definitely Luke.
It's definitely Luke. It's definitely
Oh my
Luke.
gosh, Amanda, how are you doing, my friend? And what are you doing these days?
I'm good. Just keeping on with do everything between work and streaming and editing videos and dog and moving rooms into the new office, which I guess I could show it off now.
Yay! All right.
There's the back
Amazing.
wall.
Wow.
That is the arts and crafts area where I make all the AGP merch from dice bags and throw-mes and dog scarves and all other sorts of things, including our new hair ties. We got our new back wall. We got an air conditioner in this room, unlike the other one. And all of our gaming equipment there.
Wow. Yeah, you got plenty of different. What systems do you have? I know you play PC and PS4, but
Let's see, I have a PC, I have a PS4, I have an Xbox,
Atari.
an Xbox 360, an Atari 2600, a ColecoVision, a PlayStation 2, a PlayStation 3.
you got a 2600?
Yeah, an NES, a Super NES, a Sega Saturn, and the revamped Super Nintendo.
Wow.
Yeah,
That is
cool.
incredible.
2600.
Oh yeah, that's where my
Love that.
gaming started.
Mine as well.
Really?
Or was that the first Atari? Was called the 2600? What was the first Atari called?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
I
think it
grew
was
up
a- I
on
think
an Atari 2600 and a
It was a
ColecoVision.
2600. I believe the ColecoVision
Okay.
might have been before the 2600 or about the same time. Intellivision also was around that same time. So, but hey.
Okay, you want to say
Well, that's
hi?
awesome.
You go say hi. Look,
Hi.
I'm my own little Ewok.
By the way, Mrs. Said to redeem puppy treat.
I know how this works.
Yes,
So-
Brian, I see you in chat. Yeah, that was my first game was Pong on the console.
Brian
on
Hepburn. Yeah.
you put quarters in it. You put quarters in it and learned how to play Pong.
Yes. Well, let's say hi to people in the chat. We
Mine
got
was
8
Donkey
people
Kong
watching.
Country on the Nintendo 64.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're younger. Yeah, I remember that. So let's say hi to everybody that's here. Stunning and Brave Megatron.
I already said hi to him.
I know, but he said he'll bring something special for y'all tonight, and we're seeing it. Thank you.
Hi.
We got the great Lisa.
Hey,
That
course.
douchebag in the chat.
Moose, Miss. Can you say?
Did you almost call Mrs. Moose's walking? Oh my gosh.
No, he threw me
Moosey
off with
walking,
his
what?
comment. So,
Moose's dad man walking. All right, cool, got
all
it.
right, hi, the person I cannot function
Someone's
without
sleeping on
around
the couch
here,
tonight.
the great Daisy Blossom. Hello, again on the
Hello.
panel, and Caleb Gilmore. Welcome. Good to see you again around today. Hey, welcome back tonight. Good to see you again today after a fortnight
Hello.
earlier today.
hello.
Let's see, and then we got let's like a lot of us, and then Brian Hepburn, man, Pong, hey, then the VCS, which is the 2600. Okay, Brian Hepburn, there's a lot of that stuff out there. Brian, glad you're here with us tonight. Thank you for being here. We got 8 people watching. We're over on Twitch and on YouTube, so if you're on the Twitch side, follow us there. If you're on the YouTube side, definitely smash that like button. Sub to the channel if you haven't already, because we just this evening got another sub. We crossed the 225 mark. We are now sitting at 227. Woohoo! 3 more and we're at 230. So let's see if we can get there, folks. But hey, whoa, hello. That's what happens when you don't mute your phone. Hey, but anyway, multitasking is not my strong point, if you can believe it.
Bizarro dad man.
Oh, I thought that was me.
Exactly. No, it's not. It's Dad Man.
Okay.
Hashtag blame Dad Man. Amanda, you remember when I first started out, there was the hashtag. It was always hashtag blame Dad Man,
What do you mean
So-
it was always? It
Well,
is
see,
always.
It is. There you go. See, there you go.
It's always
I love that spirit. So now you know why I'm the cantankerous old fart I am with me, Amanda here. But hey, all right. We talked about Return of the Jedi. Released originally May of 1983, May 25th, 1983.
the best
the
Star Wars
theaters.
movie ever made.
All right. Well, there you go. So let's start with our initial thoughts about the movie. Then we can talk about it in line with the others. So let's go around the horn, starting with Lisa to Daisy, and we'll circle around. Lisa, what were when you first saw this movie out in the theaters? What did you think back then versus, don't worry about how it's now. What was your initial impressions when you first saw the movie?
Well, tapping into my 40-year-old memory. Good luck with that one.
And, hey, Grumpy. Good to see you, Grumpy.
Always love seeing the space
Grumpy.
crafts, just the feel of the movie was ominous, scary. But then you get to the Ewoks and then it lightens up a bit. Kind of threw me out of the story.
Mm-hmm.
But I always love the underdogs winning. So it was a perfect movie for me, set in a galaxy far, far away.
Mm-hmm. Daisy, what do you recall when you first saw the movie?
Well, we did have to wait 3 years, which since episode 5 was sort of a cliffhanger. Like Han Solo was in carbonite and Luke had lost his hand and all of that. It was a very long wait. So when it came out and you hear that music, the lights go down and you hear the music and Star Wars appears and then the crawl goes away from you and you're trying to catch up on what's been happening. It's really hard to explain what a cool feeling that is. Because a lot of younger people have been introduced, either their parents had the VHS or if they're a little older, DVDs. And so you see it in your living room at home. And that's not how we all experienced it. It was in a movie theater with gorgeous sound and it was different. Star Wars was very different than the other sci-fi of the time with the special effects and stuff. So
Totally.
Okay. Megadon, when did you, since it's a 1983 movie, when did you first see it?
Yeah.
At what age?
last year.
I'm gonna say either 3 or 4 was when I. No, not last year. I wish. No. Yeah. So for the longest time, I've been trying to remember when I first saw the movie, because I think it was either at a family gathering event or whatever, or I can't remember when. But yeah, ever since I was young, I was into this movie, for as long as I can remember. It was probably one of my favorite movies growing up. Actually, it was a very influential movie for me as well, because into becoming an artist as well, because I'd always be drawing like Star Wars characters during class at school and stuff like that. I'd always like draw like lightsaber fights and stuff.
Mhm.
So and I just love the story of the whole movie. I really like the whole Jabba Palace scene, because it's a really good reflection on Luke's character growth from the last movie, because we saw that in Empire Strikes Back. He kind of, we saw that he was, fell victim to being very reckless. He was very, he would jump into situations like he did at the very end with Vader. And so we see that now in Return of the Jedi, that he's kind of become more mature, more, sure of himself. And that's what we kind of see with his decision making in the palace scene, which I really liked. And obviously the end sort of climax is what was also a very pivotal moment for me. I really love that. Just the whole ending with Vader, Palpatine, and Luke. That whole like sort of scene was really well done. The whole shebang of it. So yeah.
And actually, that end scene means much differently to me 40 years later than in that moment. There's so much I can put life experiences into that dynamic of the triangle there. But I was kind of concerned because you saw it at age 3 or 4. Were you one of those people that like loved the Ewoks?
Around that time, but we used to have it on VHS too.
Oh, yeah.
So I used to watch it all the time, like every day, almost every day.
Like, because I think they were targeting your age group. Was
so much we almost like. I was so into it.
Yeah.
So
Amanda, show us those again real quick.
Yeah, the Ewoks, we're the spirits of the forest moon.
Bobbleheads.
There you go. Hey, I figured solo layout. Show it again. There you go. Now we got them focused on you. All right. That's awesome. So Amanda, what about you?
You actually hit exactly what it is. I was 4 years old when that movie came out. Went to the drive-in theater. I had no idea what the hell was going on. Ewoks, greatest movie ever.
Yeah, it hit a different market, because you guys were 3 or 4 years old.
I don't mind the Ewoks. Like a lot of people hate on them. I don't mind them.
And even now as an adult, I actually don't dislike them, because I like the whole nature versus technology.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But when I watched it, I was a junior in high
really,
school, and I was like, well, what the heck are these furry little creatures? I didn't really like it. But now that I'm older,
well, before we jump,
we
jump further, because that's why I was curious to see what your initial memories were from back then. And Amanda, what specifically did you pull from it again when you watched it originally?
Ewoks.
That was it. Okay. Well, I tell you, what I pulled from it when I first remember. I don't remember where I watched it the first time.
I was 3 when it came out.
My parents did not take us to the movies very much. I remember they took me to see Star Wars in the theater. It's the only movie I remember watching with them and my grandparents ever in a theater. But then the Empire I had to watch with a cousin.
Like a real theater? See, we went to the drive-in.
We had drive-ins, but we
were laying on the cars with the pillows and the blankets and the
So see, that's cool. See, that's another thing is, what was your first experience? Did you watch it at a movie theater? Did you watch it at a drive-in?
So Empire and Return, even though I was an infant when Empire came out, both I got to see in the movie theaters. Mm-hmm. Well, in the drive-ins. We never went to theaters when I was a kid. We always went to drive-ins because my family where a lot of people go, oh, we did a family thing, this mom, dad, his siblings. My family, when we do family things, is mom, dad, cousins, aunts, uncles,
Ah.
grandparents. It's a family clan thing.
Yeah.
So when
Okay.
we went to go see Return of the Jedi, it was me and my cousins and my aunts and my uncles and my grandparents and my parents and all the station wagons all next to each other.
Fun.
Mhm.
Nice.
Nice.
Family
Wow, that's
reunion at the movie theater.
I like it.
It's
Yeah.
wonderful.
It's
It's
always
kind of like what my family vacations are going to be going forward.
Lucky
All the
you.
missing people, but I'd say there's some good ones. It'll be good memories and stuff.
Cool.
But yeah, I have very vague. I'm kind of like I'm torn like between Leia and Luke in this movie about the memories of their mother. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't really
Yeah.
remember when or where I watched it the first time. I knew I'd seen it, but I don't know whether it'd been saw it in a theater or cable because my parents didn't go see many movies. And of the three movies where I collected the least amount of toys and stuff, it was this one. But so
Because you were older.
yeah, it was. I was 13 at
Yeah.
the time, and
I think puberty interrupted collecting.
yeah, probably did. But I ended up
I don't
pretty
think it
well
did
in
for
spite
me.
of it. No,
Oh, lucky
there
you.
you go. Yeah, you name it, Amanda's got it. So hey, let me say hello to. I said hello to Grumpy earlier. Hey, thanks for being here, and let's say hello to Theme Park Casual. Hey kids,
Hello, theme park.
we need a principal tonight.
Hello.
We got a out of control group of kids tonight. Theme Park, glad
I
you're
haven't
here.
done anything
We're
wrong
good.
yet. Don't even start that shit.
No, I know
I'll
you
do a
haven't started
Try and
yet. but
behave.
The night's
I'm
still
the youngest.
young, so. And take a look, Luke Skywalker there. Nice job. But hey, thanks for coming through. 12 of y'all in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button and leave a sub if you haven't. We need 3 for 230. But listen, thanks for hanging out with us. Share your Star Wars memories with it. And then hello to the Padawannabe. Welcome, Star
Hello.
Wars. Yes.
Say that 3
Specifically
times
tonight.
fast and drunk.
Yeah. And specifically tonight, Return of the Jedi. Okay. So like I said, my memory was kind of vague. Like Luke had no memory and Leia
That's
had
one.
vague memories. So, I kind of like that. But you know what? This is a movie that has grown on me as an adult. So when is the last time you watched or how recently? So as an adult now, we advance, Lisa. What are your thoughts about the movie now versus back then? What do you take? What have
Well,
you
I
learned or
don't
what
mind
take
the
from it now?
Ewoks as much.
Mhm.
I find them cute, and I guess you could relate them to indigenous people being PO'd that occupying forces in their land. So as an adult, I can kind of see like the politics or the situation clearer. But when I was a junior in high school, I was like, well, what the heck are these furry little beasts? They're throwing me out of the story. I didn't really like it.
Do they
Similar to,
taste like chicken?
Yes.
well, it relates to like Jar Jar for me. Jar
Yeah.
Jar threw me out of the story, didn't keep me in, I'm sorry, the galaxy far,
Yep.
far away. It just was kind of annoying to me,
Yeah.
but that was because of my age.
Hey, SoCal Imagine Channel. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, and you're welcome. Couldn't think of anything better
time
tonight.
change, I do like the Ewoks so much better now.
Let me
And the
say one.
relationship between
most
Luke
thing
and
now.
Leia, there
Yeah.
was a little, there's just so much to talk about with this movie that.
And we will do that. And hey, guys, in a couple weeks, I may do an Empire Strikes Back show. So
Let's do it.
just tease that.
Cool.
So
By the way, the best
The
movie ever.
best Star
ever,
Wars movie.
Mega.
that's
Got it.
right. Lisa, hold on. We'll get to it. We'll get hold your ammo. Hold your ammo. I will tee it up for y'all. So but hey, yeah.
Gun holstered.
Yeah. Daisy, what do you think of the movie now versus what your first impressions were back then?
Okay. After you guys all discussed how old you were,
Yes.
I am the little old lady of this group.
Aw.
So I was a teenager in 1977. So the first two movies I went to with my dad because we are sci-fi fans. And then this one came out in 83, and I went with the gentleman who at the time was my fiance and is now my husband of nearly 40 years. So I guess I was just in touch with my inner child. I thought the Ewoks were cuddly little bears. I thought it was cute. I knew where that was filmed in California in the Redwoods. so we could go visit where it was filmed. So that was kind of a neat thing to go to the forest where it was filmed.
That's cool. That's something that a lot of people don't have, is the fact that you could go visit where it was filmed. All the other scenes were either in the UK or like the North African desert, but to be able to go to that, I noticed that today, the redwood, the California forest, and that's kind of cool. Megan, what do you think? And Amanda, what do y'all think of it now? How from where you first thought it? What have you learned, or
I think
how's it grown
Jurassic
over the years?
Park still just holds well today. Star Wars. Sorry.
Oh, I love you, Amanda.
Hey, composer.
Yeah, y'all are so funny. But Megadong and Amanda, what do y'all think? How do y'all like it now?
I really still enjoy the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if you could tell, I'm a little bit of a Star Wars fan.
Totally enjoy the movie.
Just a little.
It's just different.
Just a little.
Yeah,
Just a little.
As
after 40 years.
a kid, it was all about the Ewoks. I grew up with the Ewoks. I thought they were cute and adorable. I watched the movies. The cartoon was the greatest thing ever created, let's face it.
Yeah.
And as an adult, I still appreciate them. I like Lisa was talking about the difference. It's, that nature versus technology. Everybody's like, oh, the Empire got beat by a bunch of teddy bears. I'm pretty sure if you got hit with a freaking log, you'd be knocked the hell out too.
Yep.
Well, yeah. I mean, sometimes that height with that big old rock can, even with the helmet on, can do some damage. So
2 logs with a walker, heck yeah.
Oh yeah,
the legs.
Everybody's like, that's not believable. No, it's very believable if you know physics. It's very believable.
What's that, Megadon? What's that, Megadon?
Armor's all probably heavy to wear anyways, though.
Yeah, exactly. It's just
honestly, the stormtroopers probably would have been better stripping to their skivvies and going, "Let's get up with a stick."
Yeah. Well, did you
They
all
were
know?
probably really sweaty in those soldier outfits.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever been in one of those? Oh my God, they are so hot.
And then being in the rainforest, heck no.
I bet they do. I bet they would be. Because we've met some of the people, the 501st, the reenactors, and that stuff too. And it, they put some time and some money into those costumes too. But they
have to be screen accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Even the Under Armour has to be screen accurate. And a friend of mine who is a member in the 501st down in Florida, I
hear a lot of chafing goes on with those outfits.
Yeah,
it better be painful to wear.
And you gotta bump your head.
I have a lot of friends that are in the 501st, and when we would hang out, there was a lot of times they only last about maybe 30 minutes, and then I gotta go to my room.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's kind of interesting. So, well, it's funny with me that this movie is it's like, to me, it got better over time. I did have a problem with Ewoks for a long time. But then again, a lot of the ways were practical. The logs tripping up the walkers. You can have the arrows getting through the seams. I mean, there were some, I think at one point they were talking, originally it was supposed to be Wookiees. And probably Wookiees would have made a better enemy than Ewoks. I mean, but kind of as I get older, here's one of the things that I'm starting to do with, especially now seeing what's happening in the general sense with all the movie and all the entertainments, and even specifically Star Wars in general. Yeah, we could nitpick the old stuff to apart because of very little things. But you know what? It's what I grew up. It's what made it special. Those memories that are attached to what made it special. And you know what? So what? It's a bunch of teddy bears that beat them up. I can live with it. It's the way they wrote it. That's the way the creator did it. Accept it, move on. I like I said, and we'll go into this specifically because the movie's out in the theaters right now, and and there were things I noticed about the movie today that I don't think I picked up on before, and I'm willing to, and I saw things in the script and dialogue that were like clunky or and George Lucas and clunky. Yeah, we know that, but they just didn't make sense. There were some inconsistencies that you could see, but you know what? It was like, who cares? It's
and
still
what's
a
one
movie.
of those inconsistencies, Dad, man?
What's that?
What's one of them? Come on.
Well, one of for this movie specifically, or the one that I know that you're big about.
What's an
Return.
inconsistency for you for this one? We're on Return. We're going to talk about Return.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna. Well, the memories Leia had. That Leia could have any memories of her mom being really, really young when they were separated right at birth. But Luke had no memories. She had some memory.
Well, who's to say that they didn't take Luke from his mom, but they moved Leia and her mom to Alderaan?
Well, because I think she died in.
We are not talking. Remember, this was written before the stupid prequels.
No, I agree. That's where I say the inconsistencies kind of come up.
The inconsistency comes because of the stupid prequels. Luke, Leia, I'm dead. Nobody remembers shit from you, bitch.
Yeah. So for this specific movie, Return of the Jedi, it is a wonderful story of how she was able to remember, but he wasn't. But then if they're both Force children, it's amazing that they don't have the same skills. That Leia was strong with certain things and Luke was strong with other things within the Force. So I could see why they don't have the same memories, because the Force didn't let them have them. But you can't let this point go, because they did make the prequels. And because they made the prequels, this whole childhood memories is trash.
Yeah, George Lucas messed up this original
That was a
trilogy
huge
when
mistake.
he did the prequels.
But you could always say, as newborn babies with the Force, Leia had the ability to have more memories, while Luke didn't as a newborn, because they say babies in utero do have memory.
The Force moves in mysterious ways.
Exactly. So I can buy the story, but here with Jedi, we thought they were
Even with
toddlers.
Leia being stronger than Luke in the Force.
No, it's just different.
I think
she's stronger.
She connected.
Not physically.
Yeah, she connected, like when Luke needed her and called out, she heard him. So I'm thinking some of the skills that she had in the Force were more being connected to someone.
Mentally,
and so
right.
Mentally. And even as, as you said, in utero, and then as a newborn, she connected in a different way than Luke did.
Right. Yeah. And that's how I came to terms with the problems with the storyline, that because of Jedi, we all believe that they were toddlers when they lost their mother. But then with the prequels, we've had to change that viewpoint and say, hey, no, they were probably in utero, newly born. She had the memory while he didn't have any of the memory. So she's stronger with the mental side and he's more strong with the physical side. So that's how I reconcile the problems.
And that makes sense from watching Empire, the telekinesis. I know telekinesis is not the right word, but and then this one, she knew that he was okay off the Death Star. Yeah, and that makes a lot of sense. And let me say hello to Carol.
And
hello,
Vader's her dad.
Hey, Carol.
Hey, welcome. And thank you for being here. But yeah, a lot of that makes sense. That's what's so fun to speculate with things like that. But if you had to pick one, what did you like best about this movie? I mean, as a movie goes, what was your favorite part or scene of this movie?
The movie before it.
Empire.
Oh my gosh, what a comedian! There you go. Absolutely.
That's
so I like what Padawannabe said earlier. Ewoks are viciously cute carnivores, just like unicorns. Step away slowly if spotted. Hey, I got a unicorn for you playing Fortnite. And I can sing a cereal song for everybody.
Yes, you can.
Guys, gotta go.
Gotta go.
Gotta go. That's a festival way to get rid of Amanda or my wife. We got 15 people here hanging out with us. Thank y'all tonight.
Actually,
make sure you follow us on the Twitch side if you haven't followed us over there already.
Get your Chewbacca out of my chair.
Smash that like button and sub on this YouTube side, because we are at 227 tonight and just growing because of you great people. So yeah, so and this is one of the things too, and the sister was not Leia when Empire was made. There's a late change in Jedi because George wanted to finish the series off altogether and move on. And we
Or
know
even
that
A
there were
New
writing
Hope for
changes.
that matter.
Yeah, and you had the kissing scene and Empire, and then you wondered if it'd be a triangle.
But it was
and then,
all planned out.
Not planned out.
And then they changed it. They went. I think they definitely went better in this direction. So, but yeah, and that's the thing is, looking back at a movie 40 years later, we see how it turned out. We see the end product, but we have learned over time what the behind the scenes and things that were happening at the time that we did not know when this movie was released.
Well, you can resolve Empire by saying, yeah, Leia kissed Luke and she realized that there and then that was like a brotherly kind of kiss. So she was totally not interested anymore.
Yeah.
You
can always do that. Oh, man. So
you could go, she kissed him and went,
no thanks.
Like
this is like kissing my brother. Right. And then all of a sudden their minds melded and
she's funny. But Amanda, is there a particular scene in this movie that you really liked? And I'm going to ask
the best scene in the entire thing of Return of the Jedi is the freaking Luke versus Vader.
Yep, the lightsaber duel.
Same here.
Yep.
Even though I would
the whole shebang.
I would love for Luke at that point, sister, you have a sister. Maybe we could turn her to the dark side. Dad, it's Leia. Come on, man. Ain't gonna happen.
Ain't gonna happen.
You've been torturing her since the first movie, Dad. Yeah. I just want to see Vader's face like, oh shit, her? Damn it. Never mind. I need a new plan.
Well, Lisa and Daisy, what scene was your favorite?
So 40 years ago was that fight, because that was amazing. But recently, 40 years on, it's the very quiet when Vader he's done and he knows it, and he asks Luke to remove the mask so he can look at his son with his own eyes. So that's my shift over the 40 years of experience in life. But yeah, I mean, lightsaber fight, hey, lightsabers are cool.
Mm-hmm. And Lisa, did you have a favorite?
Well, for me, I kind of group all that.
Go ahead, Stunning. Sorry.
Yeah. So I kind of just group when I think about the whole climax. I kind of just think about it as a whole, like the whole scene where obviously when he removes the mask, but also the scene before they get to the Death Star. That little conversation Luke has with Vader was also really well done as well. Like when they're on Endor and whatnot, like that little conversation they had was really good.
Well, that conversation, yes.
So I kind of just group the whole sort of set up together as one whole thing because it's well done. So
I have a different favorite, which is the barge, where they're out in the desert. They're almost all doomed to death, and it became such a and it became a mess of things going on, and everybody in the end wins, and Boba Fett gets eaten by the Sarlacc pit. So it went from
first time his name is mentioned since the holiday special.
Our heroes are in danger, and miraculously R2-D2 whips out the lightsaber to Luke, and Han Solo being blind. I mean, I find that just hilarious.
But did you think it was a little too comedic of a death, though, for Boba Fett? Well, we know he didn't die. We know he fought his way.
Here's the
scenario was comedic.
We made him as big as he was. Everybody, we made him as big as he was. You rewatch Empire, his name isn't even said. They don't even say his name. His name is only said in the Star Wars Holiday Special and Empire Strikes Back. Or Return of the Jedi. Yeah. Those are the only two times his name is mentioned. That's it.
Kids with toys made him into a bigger thing than he actually was in the movie. I agree. Yeah.
But he did talk back to Vader. I was impressed with that.
Who cares? Han Solo.
Yeah, Daisy came up with a good point. Daisy came up with a really good point, though. Daisy, it was that he did not back down from Vader. He had his opinion, like he's no good to me dead.
Yeah.
So, and as I understand from the Lord, it was like Vader did have respect for Boba Fett with his reputation and his efficiency. That's why he wore no
Luke
disintegration.
points and goes, no disintegrations.
Yes.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
it's so funny
He
we're
knows
bringing
what's
Empire
up.
in, but see, Empire does bleed into this movie in a lot of ways between
Yeah.
the Fett line.
Trilogy.
Yes, I know Trilogy. Well, I tell you, I ended up growing to like the Ewoks battle scene over the years. The fact that they were able to come back, that grew on me over time. But probably, I think honestly, my favorite scene was, I think, on the sail barge, the drama, the intensity. Walking out there over the Starlight Pit, the music,
Slave Leia.
that's why I want to talk to you about
Oh my
watching
God, that
experience watching
outfit,
the movie.
baby, yo.
We
Hey,
haven't
but
even
listen.
talked about Slave Leia
Yeah,
yet.
but let's say this real quick.
About
The movie, watching it
We're on
on
the
the
wrong
big screen
character.
today was really different because, see, you picked up on things like that.
Yeah.
You got a face full of Slave Leia. You had that music. What I was saying about that on that barge, you knew something was coming. That one of the best soundtracks I've ever. That music was timed so well to the action. You knew something was happening. The salute to R2, but that music changed it. And that's why I liked seeing this movie again in the theater, because you can watch it at home and stuff like that, but it was big, it was in your face and really loud, and you could pick up on
was
the
sitting there going, zoom in on the bikini.
movies.
Yeah.
Movies. Hey, but I was listening to the music. Don't you hear him? I was saying I was listening to the music. I was listening to the music.
Sure you were.
But yeah,
Sure you were.
With your eyes closed. I bet.
Oh. But anyway, that was my favorite scene. So, but hey, that's a hilarious out there, guys. Thank y'all for being here. We got 18 people here watching. Thank you for being here.
Laughing at that.
Yeah. Well, listen.
Think about it. Remember, Lucas told Carrie Fisher she couldn't wear underwear, so that metal bra is like the closest thing to underwear she got to wear.
Yeah,
good.
that's what
Yes,
I
it is.
understood too. Yeah, but that's and that talking about chafing, you're worried about the 501st and their uniforms, but chafing and that was going to be crazy. But let's see. Oh no, God! Thanks, Brian.
Oh wow.
Chihuahua.
And on that note, he says, "Bye, y'all. Thanks."
Goodbye.
Golly,
No,
Brian.
no,
Tuesday. But hey,
Alright.
but no, I
Cool.
really think watching this movie again now, I would suggest if you really like the movie, go see it in the theater, no matter what you think of where Star Wars has gone, where it's going, or whatever else. Because we paid extra. Well, actually, we got one free ticket, but then we paid a little extra than the standards. We got the TAX, so we had a bigger screen up closer, and we had a lot better sound than a standard theater. And I could pick up on that stuff with the music. You could appreciate the music and all that thing. But you know what? I will tell you. We talked about fight scenes. My favorite music, and I'm getting tingles up I'm having a moment right here.
Here we go.
Oh,
Thinking about the metal bikini, Dad man.
Yes, no, and it's not about the metal bikini. I'm completely nerd and dork with this one, because the same thing happened a few years ago when they had the re-release, the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back.
The best movie ever.
There is nothing like you see that hear that drum roll, and then the movie theater sign, and then it goes dark. Then you see the blue letters appear, and then all of a sudden, boom! That real loud music.
In a galaxy far, far away.
When that musical note hits you, blasts you, and then it blows up Star Wars and starts that crawl. I got tingles and chingles and whatever bingles you want to call it.
Not shingles.
Not shingles, but it really was just that moving to me. It was that kind of an experience. That to me is a moment. And I will say, and this is the only thing I'm going to say, referencing the stuff now in modern, because it made me like, here's my Star Wars again.
Right. Every movie.
Star Wars were the characters that I knew and how they related to. Because I'll tell you, I will go how you think overall with this movie, but one of the biggest things I got today from seeing it in the theater was I felt like I had my Star Wars back, in this sense that I did not get the Jake Skywalker from the recent trilogy.
Right.
I got
Oh,
Luke
yeah.
Skywalker. I got the
Mhm.
powerful, mature, like stunning. Your point was great. He was wild, impetuous
Yeah.
in Empire. He was skilled, more masterful. Yes, he still had a weakness with the
Yeah.
temper. He fought and struggled. But you saw the real Luke Skywalker. You saw a mature Skywalker.
Yeah.
You saw a humorous Han Solo. You
Mhm.
saw, but he saw a respectable, he needed people to rely on, you saw somebody that wanted to be a deadbeat dad and run off across the universe. You saw a Princess Leia who was a leader,
Ugh.
not just default de facto, whatever, that somebody that really put her nose on line. She strangled the hell out of Jabba the Hutt, and, she was there as a leader and all these things.
Best way to go out.
And that's the biggest way, I think, from watching this movie, because some people criticize.
Mega.
Well, if you got to go, you got to go, and I would say that would be a way to go. But
Yeah.
but you know
I'm
what?
just saying,
And
if you have to go, you have to go.
and
Yeah.
a lady,
The worst
and a
way to
chick
go
in a
out.
hot,
Another
a
Jurassic
hot
Park
chick in a metal
reference.
bikini. Yep. But
Especially in the
honestly,
Star Wars
female.
universe where everything's out to kill you.
yeah, exactly. But anyway, seriously,
Strong women.
that's why I think it's
Yep.
worth going seeing if you hadn't already, because it felt like it brought back what I knew, what I was comfortable with, and I loved it. And that's the biggest thing. And just enjoying the music again in the theaters.
John
You
Williams.
could tell the
Yeah, John
CGI.
Williams.
You could tell the CGI was off in spaces, but to me
Yeah.
it aged well over time. It's not like some of these recently made movies that are just
It's
cheap
still
on that
fine.
CGI. But it's exactly, it's fine. So what do y'all think with how the CGI has, all
Yeah.
that has developed over the years? Megatron, what do you think with that when you see it?
Yeah, it still looks good to me. Last time I saw it, it still looked really good. So, because a lot of it's all practical, like for the most part. Obviously, there's some green screen here and there, or blue screen or whatever, but I still think it holds up extremely well, considering times.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly a lot better than a lot of newer stuff. A lot of times they just seem really cheap and don't really put a whole lot of effort in anymore, because they don't have to anymore, really, because it's not really. Because they have everything, so that's why they.
Some of the Ewok scene, though, the CGI didn't hold up at all. The walkers seemed distorted with the background. Have you noticed
chicken
that too?
walkers.
Yeah, a little bit. Like some of the
Chicken
background stuff
walkers?
like that kind of looks a little off. Yeah, I
Right.
remember that. Like in the parts on when they're driving to the sail barge, there's a little bit of a
Yeah.
Yeah,
The-
glitching
the
or
The
something.
shadows. The
would hold up
shadows
in
were
that scene.
weird across
Yeah,
the
but,
sand.
yeah, it's fine. It's like,
Yeah.
whatever.
It's just the heat
It's
getting
from the
to your
90s.
vision.
Yeah,
It's
from the
okay.
old days. Yeah.
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 Well, I know the missus and I
Well, like
went.
Han
We saw.
Solo in that scene when he's like half blind.
Yeah, I can't remember. The missus and I went and saw. Okay, it was that last Ant-Man and Wasp movie, and we saw Cocaine Bear, and the missus thought the Cocaine Bear CGI was much better than Ant-Man and Wasp. So,
Wow,
nowadays you
really?
shouldn't have that problem. But and being that old, it's going to have some little issues. I noticed that a little bit too. But like I said, there are things that you just look past because they did the best they could at the time, and really was
Honestly, I think that stuff holds up better than that re-crap shit that he put in it.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that, folks, because this edition that's out in the theater is the 97 special edition. We had the size noodles.
All right,
Probably the worst
good
one
night,
to have the special
everybody.
edition changes, honestly.
Amanda, help us out. Help us out a little bit. For people that may not
It's all
know.
shit.
I know, but here, this is where I'm trying to make you look good because you help me look good. Is what specifically did they add at the 97 special editions
Okay,
that
first
was
off,
not in the original movie?
Let's talk about the bullshit in Jabba's palace with the song and dance routine that makes it more look like it's a nightclub and it's Tuesday night, $2 lady night. Let's all go to Jabba's palace, yo. Let's go hang out.
It was the Muppets. It was the Muppets.
Yes, they're the Muppets
Muppet
in Star
Wars.
Wars.
What the
The Muppets Strike Back.
The Muppets.
What the hell, dude? Seriously, you go and watch it originally before he puts that crap in, and you're like, okay, this is not a place I want to be. This is creepy and it's dark, and you know this is where baddies hang out. Then they throw in that musical number, and it's like, yo, it's club night, let's go, yo. All right, no. I don't need a $2 cover charge to get into Jabba's palace.
I just had a memory about from this today watching this movie. I thought of you immediately when I saw that scene. Ooh, hey, ooh,
Oh, and it's even better because they still have the original animatronics, if you pay attention, in the background.
Yes, they do.
Dumbasses. But let's change Boba Fett. But we better change Boba Fett's voice because he needs to sound like the guy from the prequel.
He sounded cooler in the original version too.
Yeah.
Tamora Morrison.
Yeah.
The new guy is Tamora Morrison, the New Zealander.
But I don't
Jeremy
know why
Bullock
you change
is my Boba Fett. Who's to say that Boba Fett didn't get shot in the throat at a point to where his voice sounded different? Taking that away from Jeremy was just wrong.
No, by the way,
he's older.
All good.
Good change.
Older.
By the way, I'm going to improvise for a second while you're talking about.
Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Run!
Hold up.
Run, chat! Run! Save yourselves! We're stuck here. He's holding our families hostage.
Close your eyes. We have no idea what's going to happen.
Oh, Daisy said that of all people. Oh my gosh!
I love you, Dad, man. I'm frightened.
Oh no! No, this is because Amanda brought this up, and I shared it on my a show and tell before.
Looking good, Mega.
Oh, thank you.
I know that is gorgeous.
Yeah, that is looking good. Well, let me share this with y'all real quickly.
That's a great Kylo Ren there. No.
Yeah, Kylo Ren.
Oh,
thank you.
I like the way he's looking outside, but it's awesome. All right, here we go. I'm adding this to the stream since you mentioned it.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And that is true. That is Jeremy Bullock's autograph right there.
Yes, it is.
Boy.
We met him. We had him sign that and a Slave One ship to the Slave One. We had Tamara Morrison and Daniel Logan both sign it. Also, we had all the Django and Bobas sign that.
Nice.
But I know since Jeremy passed away in the last few years, this is a memory that we've got here.
Amazing guy, so nice.
He truly was.
So
cool. So many times.
Guys.
Yeah, meeting fans, he was so patient with everybody. It was really, really nice to see. So, and we met Anthony Daniels. We met a couple of others before. So yeah, I have another with Anthony Daniels, but I'll hold that for another time. And a story with that.
Did you meet the gentleman who played the Wookiee? I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names.
Peter Mayhew.
Peter Mayhew.
Yes, we met Peter Mayhew we met him at Star Wars Weekends also. Back in the late 90s and up to mid 2000s, Disney at Hollywood Studios had what they called Star Wars Weekends. And you could get there early and you could get in line for tickets to meet the actors if you got there early enough and stuff like that. By the time there you go. That's Amanda. That's Amanda.
Was totally Mega.
There you go.
Cut down on your caffeine or carbonated beverages.
Look, I only get 2 drinks, man.
There you go. She got 2 drinks. She can eat the puppy treats too if she wants to.
No,
water. I still need water.
But basically, you could go meet some of the actors. They had some Ian McDiarmid is one that we saw.
Mm-hmm.
We had times like that, which really were cool events and stuff.
I just need 2 more to finish my collection.
What 2?
I just need Harrison Ford and James Earl Jones, and then I will have every original main character from the Star Wars trilogy's autograph.
Well, here, we didn't.
I even have somebody got me Sebastian Shaw.
Hey, I'm going to say hey to B from O. Welcome. Hey, good to see you, B from O. Hey.
Somehow, we're not even on my channel, and you're getting puppy treats galore.
Redeem puppy treats. But hey, listen, like I told you, Star Wars Weekends, since we were talking Jedi, which we got also talk about the Emperor from a Star Wars Weekend.
Sorry.
The Emperor himself. Ian McDiarmid.
Boo! You corrupted my Anakin! Boo!
But you have a really good voice, dude. Really.
Yes, he does.
Really good voice.
It's a great interview. If you ever get a chance to watch him in a panel and discussion, he's great. So.
Oh, he's a great guy.
But I mean, he really made a great bad guy in this film.
What's that bad actor?
Bad actor.
Yeah,
he's a great guy. I love his character. He's a bad actor.
Okay, Empire, we just saw the little video thing of the Emperor, right? So this is the first movie we actually get to see the Emperor and his makeup, scarring, all this stuff. What did you think of how Ian McDiarmid played this role as the Emperor? Did he make a good Emperor?
Perfect.
Is there something you would have liked?
He's fantastic.
Yes.
How?
The end.
Oh, let me
Nothing
say hi
wrong with
to
his performance at all.
hello, Anonymous. Hey, welcome, Skeevy Sheev. Hey.
And he looks more like an emperor than Lucas's wife in the makeup crap that they did for the original Empire.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I think it was like a chick that played an emperor in.
It was a chick.
Yeah.
It was a chick
Yeah, it was.
and prosthetic. Yeah.
And then a guy's voice, right?
It's kind of cool
Really
though. It's
dubbed
like
the
a very
voice in.
in
See, I'm
shadow
learning some
type
stuff
of
from
thing,
y'all
so you
tonight,
wouldn't know
though.
what he would look like, you know.
Yeah. But I tell you, he really is a good actor. I liked the way he was creepy. I can feel the hate in you flowing. Yeah, good.
Mhm.
It really, really did creepy. And he did the great face emotes. Again,
I want
another reason why.
Palpatine's Fortnite skin. So
Yeah.
he can do the party hips.
Yeah, ooh, that'd be good.
Oh God, that would be you and the
Palpatine
damn party
hips.
hips.
I'd do
I
party
don't-
hips and Leia in a bikini if they come out with that.
You people and your
Oh,
party
I
hips.
think
I mean,
They
I
better.
think they're going to release Anakin's skin for Fortnite soon.
Sure
I
looks
think
like
Hips
it.
don't lie.
I heard that.
Yeah, it's coming
and
up.
hell back to you, Anonymous. Glad you're here with us tonight. Thank
So
you.
here's my take on the Emperor
Mace Windu.
and
Okay.
the first scene with.
One of the ways
what's-
introduced is kind of like this. Or I'll let you go.
Are you gonna let me go?
You can go,
Okay.
you can go.
Go ahead, Lisa.
Yeah. I'll be a gentleman for once.
Okay, so we get the creepy characters in Jabba's palace. They're all scummy, villainous. They're kind of like seedy. But then here comes Palpatine, and he is just cloaked. So there's a different form of darkness with Palpatine from Jabba, which, this movie is generally a very dark movie. If you look at all the bad guys and how they portrayed the bad guys. And Palpatine was the perfect wizard, sorcerer, ghoul, that's actually pulling Vader's strings. And I thought it was wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, Stunning. What are you thinking?
Well, I just thought his whole setup was like genius because you just see him kind of when you first see him, he's just kind of like this old, decrepit old man who you kind of like, oh, who's? It's like, wait, this is the guy pulling Vader's strings all this time. This old man, like Vader could. You'd think in your mind, you kind of think, oh, Vader could like, snap this dude in half. But then later, as you kind of see him being more manipulative, and eventually he gets to the end where we see his true power and whatnot. It's really
lightning
very well
bolts from the
handled.
fingertips.
Like,
what are you kidding me?
It's like, oh yeah, yeah. It's like, oh, now this is why Vader's scared of him. That's like, yeah. So,
well, I tell you one thing, and
Well, the guy did put Anakin in a suit that constantly gives him pain.
Yeah. It's also runs on electricity, so it probably is not very good for him. So.
Well, one of the things that I noticed today, like I said, the reason for watching it again in the theater to see so much more the detail was you could see when Vader arrived to the second Death Star, the commander was obviously nervous, but he really, I was bad enough seeing Vader, but when Vader told him the Emperor is coming,
here.
oh, shit. Yeah, those shit, I lost in my pants.
I think he tinkled his pants. Yeah.
Yep.
And that's the thing is, like I say, that's why I like seeing movies like this on a big screen, but up close because you could see so much more. And with the soundtrack, it's just amazing.
But then too, with Palpatine sitting in his throne, tempting Luke, come and take the saber.
Yeah, too.
And just as soon as Luke went for the bait, all of a sudden Vader was right there to just stop him from hurting the Emperor.
Thank God his scene where he's like, good. It's better than his
no
from Sith.
True. Yeah.
that one, yeah.
No, you have time.
Like seriously,
Limited
I'm sorry, I
power.
don't know about Return, but when I think of like when I see the differences, I'm like, seriously, Lucas, did you go? That was a great, but could you do that worse so people can make fun of it later? That'd be
Yeah.
great. Thank
Well,
you.
but see, I will take a angle for you're talking about the
I
scene
like
from
cheesy
you're
stuff
talking
like that, so I'm
you're
okay
talking about
with it.
Revenge of the Sith, right? When Mace Windu's about to beat him. Well, I think he did that intentionally to
Yeah,
look
yeah.
weak, to show Anakin he was vulnerable,
Help me,
and
help me.
to step Anakin over that line because Anakin only viewed that was the only way to save Padme.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And
still,
and
With the
when
but
his
manipulation
I
again.
but
know it's a manipulation, but there still could have been like a no, please don't, no. But his is like, yeah. I'm like, oh my god,
I'm
I
the
can't.
only
I'm gonna
one that
piss
can save
myself. I'm gonna kill.
Padme.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna piss myself watching it go no.
all right. Well, you know what's
I
really
don't know
cool?
what it is with prequels and the word no, but stop
Yeah.
using the word no because you can't do no right. Okay.
No.
No.
Well, I tell you what,
Well,
though,
and this
they did a great job with
That's
his.
into
His
Return.
Speaking
Oh
of
my
no.
god, when they added that shit into Return, I'm
yeah.
gonna pick up that no. Okay, first
Yeah.
off, it was way
No,
more
yeah.
dramatic without him saying no. You
Yeah.
numb-nutted
Exactly.
director.
Where?
Agreed.
Yeah.
But I will tell you
I
though,
forgot
You
that they
gotta
Actions
changed.
speak
not
louder than
opinionated.
words.
yeah, they did a good job with his makeup though. You could see the wrinkles, you could see the eyes, you could see all
Dude,
the
Ian
force.
McDermott as the Emperor is absolutely
Yeah.
fantastic. And I actually still think that his makeup is still better. Yeah, I know he's older, but it just looks more authentic in the original trilogy
Return of the
than
Jedi.
in the prequels, where he looks more like a burnt raisin.
Yeah,
Burnt
Ah,
butt cheeks.
burnt butt cheeks. Yeah, he did. I don't know what they ended up looking like and what they got him to in that the prequels at the end of that. But yeah, I thought this is a better skin for him. So, what if there were any things that you would criticize this movie about? What what if
Anything George Lucas changed.
okay. All right. Well, that's easy. So we know the size noodles and the Muppet
Yeah.
Song Fest.
And,
I know that there
and they took away my Yub Nub song.
yeah, they took at
Yeah,
the end
nub.
because what they give us at the end we got views around the galaxy with fireworks with the new
Look,
celebration song.
everybody wants to watch the
Added
Ewoks
Jar Jar.
banging on the helmets of the people they're about to serve up for dinner.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Cannibalism.
What's for dinner, Empire?
Fuck yeah.
Stormtrooper soup.
Can I have the dark meat, please? Thanks.
Oh my gosh. Hey.
Well, for me, I think we covered all the bad stuff. I just kind
Okay.
of want to point out, just to switch it up a sec, is when Chewie gave Han a huge hug after he came out of Carbonite. Leia saying, "The woman that loves you is the one that got you out of
Someone
Carbonite."
who loves you.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many little tidbits of goodness, and
Don't know
they're
why.
little tidbits that
My
really.
mind every
Like
time
that
she goes,
line.
someone who loves you. And it's like, oh, it's Chewy. I wanted to hear her say, oh, it's Chewy.
But there's like
I
little
like when.
things. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say on that when Han and Leia, R2D2's trying to get the door open and he gets electrocuted. And then Leia is hiding and she's got the gun and he leans down and goes, "I love you." And she looks up at him sly and goes, I know. Like he said it before.
Yep.
I know.
He finally came around.
Yeah.
Amanda, take a look at the private chat. I asked a question. Do you know anything about that?
Let me see this.
Uh,
I don't.
No idea.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Anonymous, the Project 4K version. So, but hey,
Are they?
I know there's the
remastering them?
despecialization a while ago.
yeah. And hello to Potato Man. Welcome in, Potato. Good to see you again tonight. So,
Hello, Potato Man.
Yep.
Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. Well, I talked about details and stuff earlier. I'm going to show you another image that I, that really scares everybody.
Hold on. It's Project 4K77. Welcome to Project 4K77. There will only be one, and it won't be what I would call the rough cut. It'll be the final cut. The other one will be some sort of interesting artifact that people will look at and say, there was an earlier draft of this. What ends up being important in my mind is what the DVD version is going to look like, because that's what everybody is going to remember. The other versions will disappear.
Okay.
Even the 35 million tapes of Star Wars out there won't last more than 30 or 40 years. Mine have lasted so far. 100 years from now, the only versions of the movie that anyone will remember will be the DVD version of the special edition. George Lucas and Expanded Universe American Cinematographer Magazine, February 1977. I don't care, you're wrong.
No. I don't know. But hey, it'd be nice to have them around forever, though. But no, I'm not familiar with those. So, but yeah, that isn't, no, I don't have those versions. I just buy the standard off the shelf DVDs. But that's why
I just copied my VHSs to DVD.
But see, that's why I love when they release it in the theaters, is because I can see it in its glory and where it's done. Because like this, I'm going to share this scene right now here with this. This is not enough of a close-up, but you can see Jabba with the hookah there. But he's got all that green slime, and it's coming out of his nose and out around his lips. I noticed that really well today, and seeing it on the big screen.
He's like, I want to lick it.
Yeah, and then when he was trying to lick at Lisa,
Oh.
when he's trying to lick
what?
Nope.
Wait, I didn't do it. I swear.
when he's trying to lick at Leia,
Jabba licking Lisa. Oh, my.
yeah, because all that green
I
stuff
didn't
is
do
on
it.
his lips and his nose, and like really disgusting.
You know why Jabba's palace is a bad place? It shows you right here in this picture. Freaking dirty, evil Jawa in there.
Right?
Yep.
Just gross,
Yep.
And those little, what were those salacious crumbs?
Salacious
Yes.
crumb.
Yes,
Creep
I have
me
one
out.
of those. Yeah.
And poor Leia got up close and made us smell his breath.
Delicious
Now,
bum.
Anonymous is saying that they have A New Hope and Return done. They're working on the Empire now, so that would be cool to see. Riot Kitty.
He was
Hey,
one of
Riot
my
Kitty.
co-workers.
We got a Riot Kitty sighting. Hi, Riot Kitty. Good to see you, my friend.
Welcome
Look like-
in.
Yeah,
No,
that's all I'm
oh my
saying.
gosh. No, Dadman's Englishing bad again tonight. So what's new about that? But yeah, Silicious Crumb. I actually have one of those stupid Silicious Crumb guys, and I named him Sammy after my nephew, just because he's like just a little Kawikian monkey lizard, So let me see this real quick. Let me go here, and so I'll bring it up. So I meant to have a picture of mine, but I didn't. So let me bring up one, and so y'all can see.
But does anybody know
Stunning.
what Salacious Crumb's middle initial is?
Who?
Nope.
B. Salacious B Crumb.
Yep. Does the B stand for? Yep, I see it right there. Does it stand for anything in particular?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I can always go get my Star Wars Encyclopedia Britannica, but that's like 80 pounds.
Okay.
Weightlifting.
You mean you didn't come
Here.
prepared?
What?
In there?
Here we go. Here we go. Here he is. This is who I call Sammy, my nephew.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know what the creepiest scene with him in is? When
he's
Leia's laying there and
when he's
is
staring at
checking her
Jabba's tail.
out. No, when he is checking out
Yeah.
Leia, like, if
And the
Jabba's
tail's
upset,
moving.
I'm tapping it, baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he's checking out Jabba's tail personally.
Nah, he
So,
check,
I think
he's checking
both.
out Jabba, but he's checking out, like, he's on, like, if I turn my head this way, I can look straight up that skirt.
yeah, that is
He's doing
crazy,
it.
So.
But that laugh. Oh my.
Oh, I know.
Evil. Yeah.
He's so cute.
Yeah.
But that whole feeling of just
I bet they taste like
Come
chicken.
and
They
bill
eat them
me.
on The Mandalorian.
Yeah, they do.
they changed those characters into sympathetic tree.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
we have to make
just because he's evil
sympathetic.
doesn't mean their whole species is.
Well, true, but I like stereotypes in movies. It keeps it easy. Darn it.
Yeah, in the beginning, it was very good, evil, and it was obvious which side each character was on, and now everybody who's quote unquote the evil side has
The
to be
Rancor Wrangler.
sympathetic.
That guy's the best character in the whole movie.
Yeah.
Oh God, when he was crying
No.
because the
Yes.
poor died.
The
I
six
felt
titty
so
dancing
bad
woman.
for
She's the
him.
best
his,
character in the whole
his-
movie.
Yes.
No.
Yeah,
But
that
the Rancor
that
is lovable too.
yeah, you know,
No, the
it was so
Rancor
sad. The guy
Wrangler
was
was the
truly
best.
emoting. Exactly. Okay, for everybody,
Yeah.
I decided to do
This is
another
bloody.
poll
No
on the
innocence is a
YouTube
little
side.
monster thing.
Vote on our YouTube poll on that side. Sorry that it took me an hour to do it.
I
forget
have
these
to
things.
admit,
You are.
man,
Which is your favorite movie of the original trilogy? Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, or Return of the Jedi?
Anybody who does not say Empire, you're wrong.
Dan Man's been whipping out those polls a lot lately. I'm getting kind of
That man,
No,
stop
we're
whipping out
all
your
tired.
pole.
more.
Well, the problem is I can't remember to tell everybody the results, though. I run polls all the time and forget to give the results. But then last night we had an ultimate. Does Dad Man listen to Mrs. Dad Man? And it was 50-50 the way it went. It was like yes and no got split at the end.
It was
28
mixed throughout
votes.
the entire game.
That was crazy. So
that was a
absolutely. And Daisy, thank you
poll
for
that was
putting
never
that on the.
decided.
And yeah, it was just split. And Daisy, thank you for putting that over on the Twitch side for me. So,
Jedi.
You're welcome.
so sorry that I waited so long. I mean, we've had a number of people come through and all, but
Empire.
hey,
There we go.
but yeah, we'll see how that goes. We'll come back to it in a little bit. It's
Can I
we got
say
4
something?
votes. Woohoo! But yeah, go ahead.
Mega, that drawing, the finished drawing of Luke, that was fabulous. That was just gorgeous. Very, very good. You're an excellent artist. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Jedi.
What is he going to draw now? He's got a blank sheet of paper. How
I
about
know. I
Leia?
see that.
Do Leia in her
Slave
bikini.
Leia.
Yeah, why not?
Slave Leia.
Yeah,
That would be stunning and brave.
yeah, exactly.
Or Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
let's see. Well, listen, the missus did this for us on the thumbnail, and it was like kind of cool to see the way it went, especially the colors here. Is that the red and the green lightsabers? All right,
Yeah,
take
that's
care,
good.
Riot Kitty. Thank you for coming by for a bit. Make sure you vote though before you leave if you can.
Mrs. Dan
Bye,
Man,
Riot
her
Kitty.
thumbnails are amazing.
Yes,
Yep.
she does a fabulous job. She's just getting better and better all the time with them, and But I like the way she pulled the green and the red out because that's another thing you saw in that dark lightsaber fight. It was so dark, but the lightsabers just jumped out with the colors, the richness of the colors in that fight. And even though it's 1983, it was a better fight than a lot of more modern movies, or even some of the Mouse trilogy movies you see.
Mhm.
Do
Just
not
it
get
was-
me started on the Obi-Wan
I
Kenobi
know
fight
we're
scene.
not. No, we're
I
not going to
really
do any
like-
of that.
Terrible.
No,
We're not going to
I
do
was
any of
gonna
that.
say
Oh,
the old lightsabers and the special effects that they used in that scene, those lightsabers were gorgeous. And the
Mhm.
newer ones,
yeah, they were.
because they
Jedi
actually
shit out.
give off light, they're just not the same.
Mhm.
It's not as effective. I mean, it's cool to see the light on someone's face from the saber, which you would in real life. But the older ones just, I
So
don't know,
much
you
more
focus on
dramatic.
it better. Yeah, much more dramatic.
Yeah.
Well, let me do this because we talked about the good, the bad. I talked about what I thought, seeing it in the theater today. And because, like I said, from that first beat of the music and seeing that scroll, almost wanting to cry, just emotional things. And then seeing all the detail up close and personal. Is there anything else about the movie any of y'all want to say? Any other memories that you have about seeing it, watching it, or anything else that y'all want to say before, so we don't forget?
I have a theory.
Okay.
So, you have to talk about the sequels a bit in order to get my point, because there is 9 movies out there, so they are all connected. We're talking about Return of the Jedi, and Luke's fighting style against Vader and the Emperor was a passive one. He almost have you ever
it was.
seen the Rebels with the Mortis arc?
No, I haven't.
Well,
Yes, I have.
you need to watch that in order to get what I'm
Or no,
going to
not
say.
not the Rebels, but the Clone Wars.
The Clone Wars. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yes, the Mortis
Yeah.
arc where there's the father, the daughter,
Oh yes, yes. Okay,
Yeah.
now
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
and the
Yeah.
son.
One
I'm
of those.
sorry.
Yeah, it's both of those. Because they both
So,
had some more stuff in there.
so
Yeah,
Luke,
with the old
I believe, is of the path of
guy.
the sister, where she is passive. Luke is passive, and she kept on saying, um, of her brother, well, it's in his nature to be a fighter. Well, I believe Vader and the Emperor were the fighting nature of the Force, while Luke was on the sister side of the passive side of the Force. So
Mhm.
in Jedi, you saw Luke basically sacrifice himself, letting Vader and the Emperor decide to take out Luke, or Vader taking out the Emperor. So the dark side figured itself out
Mhm.
while Luke stayed passive. Unfortunately, you go to The Last Jedi, where Luke is on that stupid island being passive.
Ugh.
It is, hear me out, it's character solid, where he's still on the good side of the Force. He's not going to be fighting the Empire because he's not on that side of the Force, if you follow. That's why he took himself out of the fighting. He was never really in the fight for Return of the Jedi either. You know, he was
Mhm.
sparring a little bit with Vader, but when it came to the kill, it was between Vader and the Emperor, not Luke.
Well, until Luke got pushed over the edge and with his sister, and then he left all passiveness, and
He
really
did go
went
a little
full,
apeshit crazy
but he got
there.
himself though. And then
And then
ultimately,
but
Yeah, when
ultimately,
he
I think
attacked Vader for a little bit, he attacked Vader, and then he went, wait, no, 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 no.
this
I'm
tact
not the
isn't
dark side.
working.
but he was trying to
Yeah.
be passive for the longest time till that last, because he let
He's
his
trying to save his
lightsaber down.
father.
He
Yeah.
he let his lightsaber down and
That was his goal.
wouldn't fight, and then till that one trigger. Amanda, did you want to say something?
Have you ever paid attention to Luke's outfit in Return of the Jedi?
The dark.
The dark black.
It's dark
Yep.
till he has, and then until the very end, and then the
He's
flap
got a little
opens
white
to show
patch.
the light
Yeah.
side.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I love that costume. The one when he does the flap. That's brilliant.
Symbolic, right?
It's actually supposed to be symbolic of he's wearing the all black because you're never supposed to know if he's going to fall to the dark side. And there were some times that they thought maybe he would, but the fact that the inside of it was always still light, he was never going to fall.
Yeah.
So when he redeems not only himself from his little falter, but then goes to redeem his father, that's when you see the light side come out.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that carries on, unfortunately, to the sequels, where he is on that island. He does not fight. He stays out of the action. He uses a force, ghost, whatever, in order to deal with Kylo Ren. And everybody's like so mad that Luke never engaged, but it's true to the force that he chose to be on. So I know the story sucks. Everybody's mad about it, but for a character, it's in line with what the Force should be. So there's my take.
I always looked at it as Luke did the one thing that his father couldn't, and his father let his emotions take full control of him. Where Luke, he's not going to let, he can look into, he can use kind of like he can use his emotions towards the Force
Mhm.
without it consuming him like his father allowed them to do.
I think Luke had to detach because emotions would get him closer to the dark side than he cared to be.
Yeah,
So that's
and I
why
think
Luke had to detach.
And I think if you see a lot of it in the expanded universe, you will see that, the emotions drawing to that side. But, I, I think the biggest problem with that, with what happened with what was done is, there still was the expectation of having the big actors together again. And that's,
totally.
Yes,
and that's one of the things that
absolutely.
I just, like I said, I felt like I tweeted today. I felt like I saw a movie. The characters were the way they were supposed to be, and they were all together, and it was good to see them one more time like that.
Totally.
And then that for some people maybe where your Star Wars ends,
Well,
that's
they
fine.
should
And
have
some people
started
may like the new stuff, and
the
but
new stuff. They should have been together. Something should have happened where Luke had to like disconnect and go to the island.
Mhm.
That would have explained a little bit better. You'd have the three together. Luke goes off.
That would have helped.
That
to
would have
have-
helped a lot.
Yeah,
But-
because there was such a big time difference.
Mhm.
Obviously,
Yeah.
all of the actors are older, and so
Yeah.
time passed, and we didn't see exactly what happened. And first of all, I was waiting for the three of them to be together. It could have been a really brief scene. Just have
Yeah.
the three, and Chewie would be nice as well, to have them together, and to explain a little clearer what Luke's thinking was. Why did he just? It looked like he just abandoned his family and friends.
It did.
Okay, just give me
His
an
family,
explanation, because that's
Which
not
Luke would never
the
do.
Luke. Right. So that
Mhm.
was hard for me. That was really hard for me.
That's
Yeah.
why I made up my own theory so I could deal with it.
Yes,
It's
there
for
you go.
me.
Whatever you got to do.
Headcanon.
Headcanon is
There you
that's
go.
how I
Headcanon is great.
to deal with it. Yeah. But
But
no,
yeah.
story wise, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It's
I'll
crap.
keep mine.
Yeah.
But that's why we love. That's why we love the
I just want
originals.
the
And we
EU to
have the
deal with
originals.
it.
Yeah,
Well, what's funny
Yeah.
is so this is from Lucasfilm. It's the complete Star Wars encyclopedia, which has the extended universe according to Lucas as canon.
yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Yep,
So this is mine.
I agree.
Even though some
Protect that
fans try to
baby.
claim it's not part of the original lore.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm one of the few people. I like The Force Awakens. I liked some of the ideas that were implemented in The Last Jedi. Absolutely hate the Rise of Skywalker.
That,
I'm with Amanda.
that's universal.
I
That's
completely
universal.
agree with every
I didn't even
point
see
you
that
made.
one.
Well,
I was
the only
done at
problem
that
is
point.
and to avoid going too far down that road, we'd have to have probably a whole season of shows on all that stuff. But I looking back, just I could not get over not having my characters together. I could not get over him becoming Jake Skywalker. I could not get over Han and Leia breaking up and deadbeat dad hippie guy driving the universe. I just
Hey,
I just
if you like Jurassic Park 3 are main characters, how about that?
At least,
I know. But let me show you something
At least Jurassic
about
Park
from
did it
Return of
right.
the Jedi.
kind of.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they brought him back. But let me share something with y'all real quick on from Jedi, okay?
Even though that movie
Some
sucks.
reflections.
Take a piece from Jedi. It's just going to share
Return of
such
the
a way.
Jedi, not Return of the Jedi. I will not talk ever again. I have not watched Last Jedi. So, but hey, these were some old Burger King glasses here.
I have those.
I remember those.
Yes.
I remember, and you had to keep going because with any one of those, there was always one that whatever place you went, they didn't have it. Then you're like traveling all over town to get the fourth one, whichever one it was your area didn't have.
I love the Jabba glass because it's like Leia's in the background, Salacious Crumbs like, I'm the new Leia. What's up, bitch?
I know. Yeah. Hey, we'll let hell hang out. Let's just be Crumb. Hey.
There's my
But no, I thought y'all would like to
R2D2.
see this because see, they got the Jabba Palace, you got the Ewoks.
Come see my crumbs.
That's wicked.
You got the
R2.
Are both of the lightsabers red?
Yellow.
According to the it's
No,
I had
it's
to pull the
green.
glass.
It looks green to me.
It's a very
It's
faint
just a
green. Now
light
this
to
Okay.
me, class.
They could just be faded because they're old.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. But
Yeah.
But yeah, then you got Han there, the bunker with the pistol. So but yeah, these were kind of cool. And I've got the original New Hope glasses or the original Star Wars glasses. I got 3 of the 4 of the Empire Strikes Back glasses. So it was interesting to see these. Of course, my mom let me drink out of them a couple times when I was a kid. I like to drink out of them now, but my wife looks at me like I'm stupid. So
I'm looking at you like you're stupid.
with their
Mine got
glasses,
lost in a move.
They are collectibles. They are not glasses, damn it. You need to get this shit right. I never drank out of mine.
okay, well,
Okay, I drank out of mine. I'm sorry. I'm a heretic.
I'm I have been a collector since I was like
Yeah.
5.
Yes, you probably were old. Yeah, at a young age.
I
Yeah,
am
I know.
old. Thank you.
I
What's
know.
funny
But
though is it was never my dad never taught me to be a collector. No one ever taught me to be a collector. It just no one was allowed to clean my room. No one was allowed to touch my stuff, and do not touch my collectibles. It's like rule 5. Don't do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Those rules still apply.
I've got another book, a storybook from that time, but I can't get to it. It's behind a lot of stuff. Like I said, I did not collect as much of this as I'd have for Empire or Star Wars. But see, there's another thing we picked up recently here. There's a graphic novel,
Oh.
Nice.
and we got this at the library
Ooh,
sale
nice.
where Mrs. could buy a whole bag, paper grocery bag of books for $10.
Did you
I
read
think
it?
I have not read it yet, but it's there. It's got pretty pictures and good color art in it. So
Ooh,
Nice.
Dad, do you like to read?
normally no, but I tell you what,
No.
go
He's
for
a math
people.
guy. He does
No,
numbers.
No, but I tell you what, everybody needs to go back and watch my 3-hour interview with Raquel Briggs on my channel and see what I said about reading. I'm not a good reader. I'm not a pleasure reader, but this is something good and short that I do. Raquel's book was science fiction that actually got me hooked. So when I do see something I like to read, I'll read it. But
If you ever can find it, you can find it, it's a Star Wars book.
Yeah.
It takes place after A New Hope. Splinter of the Mind's Eye.
You know, I've read most of the old EU, but I never actually read that book, and I should read it.
Splinter of the Mind's Eye is bank.
Because wasn't that going to be the next movie? Then they jumped to Empire.
So Luke and Leia end up on a planet where women are supposed to be submissive.
Yeah, all right.
Stunning.
That's a good planet.
It does not work well for Leia at all.
And
there's this scene where Vader kicks the shit out of Luke, and Leia picks up his lightsaber and defends Luke against Vader. You got to read it. It's bank.
Cool.
And even through that, the two still have not connected that they're father and daughter yet, which is still great.
Yep, and see, there's the back
Nice.
side over there. So
there's the Emperor. And
I have that action figure.
Yeah, the unlimited power. Which is neat. So that's about all I have, though, of my Jedi type movie collectibles. But you know, like I said, it was a fun movie. It was great to watch it again on the big screen theaters. And I thank y'all for coming in and want to talk about it a little bit tonight. And that's what I was saying a few minutes ago. Is there anything else that you wanted to talk about this movie specifically that y'all may have not covered or we have not covered? Any memories? See, one of the memories I have that I tell people about, and this is more of a general Star Wars movie, but you know, with C-3PO and R2-D2. Like I've told you, I met some of the actors. I even met Anthony Daniels. We met Kenny Baker once, but the whole thing with R2-D2, C-3PO, 1977, the movie came out. Like I told you, that's the only movie I ever remember my grandparents going to a movie theater and watching a movie with us, with my mom and dad. And that's been the memory that stuck with me forever. That's why I'm not one to completely just turn away from all Star Wars or the Star Wars I liked, because I tell you, the connection I had with my grandparents was that movie. And what's even better was that I tell you what, it's Cinema Verite with my grandmother and my granddad with R2-D2 and C-3PO. My grandmother was the C-3PO, nervous, uptight, always blah, 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 blah. Tom, come here. Tom, come here. You're not listening to me, Tom. Yeah. And he's the hard-headed R2-D2 just doing his own thing, just oblivious walking through. Hell, my granddad called up grandma owned a beauty salon, and he was trying to order dinner one night, and he called up some number. He just called up. It's like, as the person answered, he said, hello, is this the pig? Well, it's one of my grandmother's female hair clients.
Oh, no.
You know, so that my granddad did great stuff like that. And, you know, that's one of my biggest connections with Star Wars is that these two characters in this movie remind me of real life people that I, you know, love that we're close to. And I mean, do y'all have any other special memories, either it's from this movie or Star Wars in general? Yeah. Or is there anything else that we've not said about this movie specifically you want to say?
I mean, for me, go ahead, Lisa. No, go ahead.
In the beginning, when R2-D2 and C-3PO were walking up to Jabba's, and the squibbling and the nervousness with C-3PO was Really good.
Yeah.
But then that scene where they are sent down into the dungeons, I guess, where they're going to be outfitted with their restraining bolts
Right.
and sent to
Yeah.
do jobs. That scene where they're
Yeah.
frying the
To see all those
feet.
droids getting tortured and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's actually, I think, at
Yeah. That was
Disney
hilarious.
in one of their Epcot things displays. Yeah, but just to see like droids having feelings or a
Oh, we have to
personality.
burn droids at that place?
Yeah,
Oh, I gotta
where
come there
the
then.
droid was upside down and they were burning the feet, and the
Yeah.
one
God,
droid
it screamed.
it was screaming. I felt bad for the little guy. Yeah.
Well, and they ripped apart the silver protocol droid.
Right? I mean, that
Yeah.
was actually traumatic for even a high
Yeah.
schooler to see. Oh my God, those poor droids. You had
Well,
more feelings for the droids than you did the humans.
It's a crime
Well,
against
let me
my
say-
kind.
Let me say something real quick there, and then I want the rest of y'all to talk. But you reminded me of something right there that I noticed today. On R2, the way they made a droid emote via sound, because you
Mhm.
could always hear R2D2 in the
Yeah.
movies when he was nervous, and R2D2 was a defiant little thing like he did to the boss droid down there. But when he did that shaky quivering beeping noise, I think you know what I mean, is that they have managed to have a droid emote by sound, and I felt that was very impressive that they actually gave a
Yeah.
robot who we usually attach no feelings to emotion. I mean, have y'all picked up on that with them?
I did. R2D2 actually helped the audience realize that these are bad people. You know, the Gamorrean
I'm used to
guard.
robots having personality and emotion, so
Oh,
Right now,
my God.
listen here now. You are a protocol droid, are you not? I am C-3PO. Yes or no will do. That's all I can hear now.
What about D2 being all nervous and shaky? And what was the creepy character with a long tail with the red eyes in the beginning? Jabba's secondhand man.
Oh, that guy.
Bib
Fortuna.
Fortuna.
He's a
And-
Twi'lek.
Yeah, and how
Sold
he
out
was
his own
kind of
people.
hovering
Bib
over
Fortuna.
R2D2,
Bib
and
Fortuna.
R2D2 is like, "Ooh, get away from me!" With this,
Mhm.
yeah, that was
With the
great.
nails.
Oh
Bib
yeah,
Fortuna had the nails in front of R2D2, and I'm like, ooh.
yeah, totally.
Obviously, Bib Fortuna was into droids long before Lando Calrissian ever
It
was.
sure seemed like it,
Yeah.
didn't it? He was like pawn R2. Man,
Yep. Yep. Amanda or Stunning, do y'all have anything else that y'all wanted to say or talk about with this movie specifically?
Well, when it comes to Star Wars, I mean, it'll always hold something
not
precious
in
to me.
particular.
Even though I was young, so other than going, I mean, like I remember going to the drive-in because I remember going to the drive-in. I remember seeing it on the big screen. I didn't even remember anything, but watching it with my family, and again, family,
Mhm.
and like
Mhm.
listening, you know, the crawl would come up, and the whole family would say the crawl in unison. I didn't need no surround sound. I had it in my family. Just, and it was a yearly thing. We'd watch all three movies back to back to back. It was a yearly thing, and I just, you know, it'll always have a place for me. It's like, and no, I'm not a fan. I hate the prequels. I don't like them. I don't like them at all. I actually like the Clone Wars. I like Rebels. The great thing about Star Wars is even if you don't like something of one thing, there's always something else that you will like. And you see Star Wars being revamped more and more today to fit for other people that didn't have the luxury that we did back in the 70s and 80s. And
Yeah.
it'll stand the test of time, and there will always be fanatics. And
Yeah. Well, that's another debate for another day because I do have strong opinions of how the
that man, you have a
they're
strong
done.
opinion on
Yeah,
everything.
well, I do, but I'm an old cantankerous fart. But you know what was so great about the '77 movie was I remember. I mean, I know the first thing that people had was Star Trek and some exposure to aliens, but that bar cantina scene in the original Star Wars was just like that flipped my grandparents out. I mean, and
That
older
was a
people.
cool
It
scene.
was
That was shocking for the
popular.
time.
Even though when it comes to the original trilogy, A New Hope is at the bottom of my list.
Yeah, and they can be understandable. I mean,
And they tried to redo that bar scene in Return of the Jedi, but it fell flat at with the palace. So
yeah.
they knew it was
See,
popular. It just didn't sit well.
Daisy, is there anything else that you want to hit, or anything that we might have missed that you did want to talk about tonight?
I would say, and I know I'm in the minority, and I was a teenager when it came out. Star Wars, before it was A New Hope.
Mm-hmm.
My father and I were into Star Trek, and Star Trek movie had its issues, so it didn't come out. So we decided, knowing absolutely nothing about what this Star Wars thing was, to go to the movie. And back then, you had to go to the theater and buy the tickets,
Right.
like in person, and you didn't always get the next showing. So standing outside and waiting for the next showing to be able to go in and experiencing all of that, like when Luke lights that lightsaber, my little teenage self went, yeah, I know it physics and all that good stuff. That can't exist. I want one. And so I know the other two movies are better in lots of ways, but that one will always hold a space because my father and I actually went to the movies and saw it 5 times in the theater, which was very difficult to do at the time. There weren't megaplexes, and I was still in school and all of that.
Wow.
But that's the one that holds. That's the one that holds
A New
something
Hope?
for me. A New
Yeah.
Hope. Yeah.
And I will say my experience with my grandparents. Yeah, I understand that too. But in a way with that, like that, one of the worst movies of all of them was Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. But you know what? I always have a story because my oldest was 2.5. I could not, she was born the year Phantom Menace came out, so had to wait. Kind of got her to watch that somehow before 2. The kid was old at a young age, and this kid, 2.5 years old, went and watched Attack of the Clones, a 2.5-hour movie, one of the by far weakest movies at that point of the series. She watched it twice at 2.5 in the theater with me, twice.
Wow.
And so we had those memories, and she wanted to. She went on it. And I will tell you, what was really cool was the second time she's like, Daddy, when are they going to quit romancing and start fighting again? Yeah.
I like the
When we
romance
get to the
part.
original trilogy,
Yeah. Well, I will say one thing, because a lot of times people are critical of the mouse, and I'm critical of where it's going with stuff. What's that? What's that, Stunning?
Mega?
Oh, I think he said he had to stand. Not sure. But one of the things is with the mouse, one thing, we had a magical moment because.
Nothing. I was making a joke.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't hear you. So. But hey, but
Just go. Just saying.
What are you saying?
What are you saying?
Doing?
he's telling Dad, go. Say it.
I'm
already.
trying.
What? I didn't say that.
Get out of your artist brain. Get into your verbal brain.
Man.
What, basically, really quick, was that they actually stopped to start.
Talk.
You're trying to tell me to talk? Man. Okay. I'm trying to, but they basically shut down the Star Tours ride so we could watch the movie.
Just talk, man. That's what I'm trying to say.
I know. Well, I hear people, and I'm trying to get y'all in because I don't want to cut y'all off. So it's like I'm new at this. I'm not used to having 5 people. So, hey, it's like when I get with the it's like when I get with the Mrs. family, and I'm like the cat that goes crazy around the house with too many people. Exactly. But it's like I'm like she knew the first time I met her family I was overwhelmed, but basically the whole thing was, it was a nice memory that the mouse had us that time when they let us ride the ride without it moving. And my oldest was about 3 at the time and got to enjoy the ride. So you hear a lot of bad stuff and bad stories, and that's a good story I like to always tell about people. And that's a little sidetrack there. But Stunning, is there anything else about this movie that you wanted to talk about? Any things that you, and that is a lovely Ayla Secura. You did that?
Mm-hmm.
That is awesome, man, friend. That is awesome. I love your artwork, dude. That's a nice, classy Ayla Secura there. That's one of our favorites around here.
Jaina Solo as well.
Can't really see
Yeah.
Jaina. Can you
Can't
put her
see
in
Jaina.
picture? There she
Oh,
is.
There you go.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll put Dana. There.
Yeah. And so, folks, that's why you need to check out
I
Stunning
did
and
it
Brave
mark Jake, but I
Megatron's.
gave it to a friend. So
Yeah. Check
I'll
out
show
Stunning's
that.
channel. He's got great work here.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Man, that is lovely. All right. So,
Yes,
all
they
right.
are.
Well,
Mega, did you have any favorite moments left in the Return of the Jedi?
mm,
Good
no,
answer.
yeah.
You know, basically just everything you guys said. You know,
Hmm.
the whole ending scene, like I said earlier, the Jabba Palace scene. I don't actually mind the Ewok scene. It's kind of good to have a little bit of levity, a little bit of humor in a very serious movie like this one kind of was. So I think that, and Star Wars has always had levity. You know, it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't a very grim story at all from the very beginning, from the first and second film in the trilogy. So,
But yeah,
it's good
but
to have humor in these kinds of stories. I
But
think.
even
So
Empire
I don't
had
have
its
an issue with it.
even Empire had its moments of humor. Han
Even
Solo
Empire
and
has
certain
certain
things.
moments. You know,
Yeah.
like Yoda
So
was
that-
acting like a bit of a jackass. You know, like when Yoda was acting like a jackass when he first meets
Mine!
Luke. Like,
Mine.
a silly moment. I don't know. I think people are.
Oh, now I gotta go watch a bad lip reading again.
Mine.
The bad
Yeah.
lip reading again. Yeah. And there's the link to Stunning's channel. So, all right. Well,
Oh, that's
unless
me.
anybody has, go ahead.
Thank you, Mrs. Why
Yeah,
isn't she in here with us?
So I'm having a brain fart.
She's busy working on some other stuff. Yeah. Go ahead,
No,
Lisa.
never mind, you go.
Didn't Luke go and visit Yoda in Return of the Jedi?
Yes, he did. He went back to
We
complete
haven't
his
even
training.
talked about that.
Okay.
Because Yoda is no longer with us, and I cried in the theater.
Yeah.
It
That
was
was
really-
a really big scene.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
let's talk about emotion in this movie. I talked about how you could sense the fear out of R2D2. But yeah, like you said that. What did you feel when you saw Yoda pass away and then when you saw his body just disappear?
I think Luke felt like he was totally screwed without Yoda as a mentor. I think he felt more lonely. Sure, we had the Force ghost of Ben, but Ben decided when he was going to show up or not. So he wasn't a really good help to Luke. So Luke had to figure all this stuff out on his own. Felt bad for Luke.
Exactly. And there were some cases with the rules he could not get involved either. So he had to face Phaser alone. So
Right. That was traumatic.
Well, one of the scenes that I started getting cried up over, not necessarily today, but other times though, was those poor Ewoks fighting bravely against the crack Imperial troops. But the one little scene when
when you see one of them die.
and you got Mama. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my God. It's like, and it's amazing a movie like that could evoke and communicate Mama. It was just like
It was very sad.
the emotions that could come through. But yeah, it's those were some. I'm glad you asked about that, Lisa, because that did open up that thing. Because I wanted to talk about the emotions and how, they were able to communicate a lot of stuff. It wasn't just a space movie with guns. It was actually you cared about the characters. There was emotion in it, and it really was something that could connect with the audiences. So on one level or another,
Well, George Lucas said what Star Wars was basically about family, or
and I but yeah, they were a great movie. It was a great movie to see it, the 40th anniversary for it. So hey, go see it in the theater while it lasts. I understand it will be playing in the theaters, I think, at least till May 4th. Probably that might be the last day, because that's the unofficial Star Wars holiday of May the 4th be with you. So speaking of that, Amanda, you and I are going to be doing a collab or something on May the 4th, right? You're going to have your own stuff, and I'll share. Let's just put the link out there. Yeah, but I think we're going to try to at least stream a game or something together that day. We're working out plans to do it.
We're gonna try to see if Dadman can learn how to jetpack not into the lava.
sweet.
Yes. Nothing like seeing me play Star Wars Battlefront. That's crazy.
Damn man, watch out! I'll just go kill myself in the lava. We're good. Oh fucking hell.
We got 10 lives. Damn it, Dad Man, you've used all 9 lives. I got no extra life, Dad Man. Damn it, Dad Man.
Yeah.
When do I get to use a life, Dad man?
That's like, but yes, that is crazy.
My
That's a
favorite,
fun
Dad
game.
man. I got this. Yeets backwards off the cliff.
Floor is lava.
Yes.
I'm like this. Okay, we got this.
Yeah.
What the hell did you?
Well,
Oh
that's
shit.
yesterday.
Oh, that is awesome.
So yes,
Oh,
if Dad man can beat Imperial Stormtroopers, then yes, Ewoks definitely can beat Imperial Stormtroopers.
there
That's
you
true.
go.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
But that is awesome, my friends. So I mean, that's all I got for the movie. I think, unless y'all have something else, we'll go
Oh,
ahead
we
and
should
wrap
turn
it
it
up.
into a drinking game. Every time Dad man dies, everybody drinks. You all fucked up.
That'd be a long May 4th.
How about puppy treats every time?
No, because those are expensive. They're $25 a bag.
Oh man, I feed your dog
The
really well.
alcohol's cheaper. Plus, everybody has alcohol at the house. Everybody
Yeah.
drinks. Not
Nope.
you. You're not allowed to drink, Dad man.
I know. I
For me-
tell everybody that.
No, actually, hold on. Wait a minute. Maybe
I'm
he's better if
special.
he's drunk.
I don't know.
So this is all happening May 4th.
May
Yes.
4th, yes.
And
Yeah,
then May 5th is
Drunk
Cinco de Mayo. So then you
man
can switch
walking.
over to tequila and have some.
Yeah, they wouldn't let me have off on Friday. They're already
Oh.
pissed off that I'm off on Thursday, telling me that I don't need to have off on Star Wars Day. And I'm like, my day off, my choice.
Yes, you do this every year though. You take May the 4th off to
I
celebrate,
actually
right?
normally take the 4th and the 5th off.
Ah,
And then, of course, the 6th is free comic book day. So don't forget to stop by your local comic book shop to check out all the free comic books that'll be available for you and your children.
Fun.
all righty.
Nice.
All right. Well, I think we'll go ahead and we'll start wrapping it up, though. Well, let's see. Lisa, what have you got coming up, or you want to say anything about yourself before we shut down?
Well, I believe May 3rd, I have a stream with Dadman55 about tilling and chilling about garden stuff.
Yes.
So
It's about
hopefully everybody
gardening.
It's going to be a fun topic to try to make entertaining, because digging in the dirt and vegetables, I mean, how boring is that? So come and see the train wreck that will be tilling in the garden.
Getting dirty.
8 p.m. on
dirty.
Wednesday. This is some of your.
There's going to be so many hoe jokes in there.
Oh man, especially if Stunning's around. So hey, what plant was this again? Mrs.
Sweet
took this
pepper.
from Sweet pepper. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Well,
It'll
definitely.
be fun.
Absolutely.
Like I said, a train
Oh, yeah.
wreck of trying to make gardening
Hopefully I'll be there.
exciting.
At the work tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'm going to need you to bounce off some stuff, because gardening is not for everybody. I mean, gardening is kind of boring to people who are not interested in it. So it will be interesting if Dadman and I can make it entertaining.
exactly. We will. Hey, look, I can make accounting entertaining. So
You
I have to
can?
build. Yes, I can. Believe it or not,
Matt,
I want to see that
Gardening.
stream.
Oh, now again, Stunning wants gardening. Oh well, poison ivy.
Oh, pretty.
RJ.
Yeah.
She's
boy,
beautiful.
All right,
Nice. I love the hair.
nice work.
No, I
there.
have my Mara Jays. I gave them both
Her
away.
thighs are a bit thick for me, but
Yeah.
That
This was
works.
last year.
There you go.
Thighs,
Nice.
thick thighs, slave life.
There
Well, I
you
got some
go.
masculine energy for y'all for representation. There's Bane.
Yeah,
With the
Mega.
Nightfall logo in the comic.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't you tell us a little bit about talk about your channel and what you got going on in your Darth Bane, the Bane from Batman voice,
Uh,
if you can.
well, if I wanted to do the proper Bane, I'd have to do a Mexican accent, but I'll just do the Nolan Bane. So tomorrow, I may stream, I may not in the morning, to tear apart the new Transformers trailer, possibly. And then next week, I may or may not be streaming because I can't remember what my work schedule is like next week. So check my Twitter out. Because
That was a
Bane
great
was
name.
born in darkness.
Nice.
All right, there you go.
There you go. All right. I like the missus put
Good
out there. They're studying's
Crushing this
YouTube
play.
channel link. So hey, all right, Lisa, you're on Twitter at Lisa at YouTube.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
There you go. Daisy
Subscribe.
Blossom, you my friend Daisy. So what's going on with you and yours these days?
Okay, so we are Twitch streamers. I Twitch with my son, Liam Greywolf, and we usually stream now on Thursdays at 3:30 p.m. in California. Pacific Coast time. We're not even in California. And then I believe Dadman and I are also doing a chillin' thing on
Yep.
the 17th of May, which is a
Yep.
Wednesday.
And we'll talk about that in a moment. Daisy and I have been doing a stream the last couple months where we review movies, and we've reviewed the Terminator. The what?
I'm sorry. I'm
You're
sorry.
still on.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Thank you. Hold on. Sorry. Thank you. Sorry. I got to hit the right button.
Away.
Exit solo. There we go. And now we'll get over to Daisy. We'll make Daisy big. Here you go, Daisy. There you
Hi.
go. Hi.
Hi, Daisy.
Thank you, Amanda.
You're welcome.
But yeah, Daisy and I've been doing our movies the last 2 months. We did the first 3 Terminator movies. We did Demolition Man last month. This month it's going to be more of a chill chat. Yeah, and you and Liam stream games mostly, right? Or have y'all been doing
Yes,
some chat lately?
Mostly games. The last 2 streams, however, we did chat about the meetup here in Vegas, and we had some photos from the Millennium Fandom Bar.
Oh, you
And,
went. Oh, how fun.
Yes, we've gone all 3 years because it's just close enough to do so, as opposed to going to Florida, which is far away.
Oh, sure.
So the last 2 have been chat streams, but normally we play games, and we do play Fortnite, and in fact sometimes Dadman is on, or
When is
whoever
Dadman
else.
not on Fortnite?
Oh, believe me, hey,
There
somebody
was a couple days there.
yeah,
Monday.
Lisa's known it. Somebody last time I played with them said I had not been on for 5 days. They knew
That's right.
exactly how long I hadn't been on.
Holy crap.
I went through
Oh,
withdrawals.
Yeah, Lisa. All right. Well, we'll play more, Lisa. Hey. But yeah, go ahead, Daisy. I'm sorry. Yeah. But yeah.
Sorry.
Oh,
And
no, that's fine.
Go check out Liam and Daisy. They're class people. They're great. They're really laid back. Ask for George if you go over there. Please make sure you ask
No.
for George.
No,
No.
Oh,
She's like, no.
No.
no, don't
Oh, my
don't
goodness.
ask for Sir Chunks
George
the Third
Lucas?
either. Nope.
Oh gosh.
Not
George.
that
No,
George.
George is the monkey that throws everything around. So, but there's the
Ah.
link. Make sure you go check them out. And
We
Okay.
have
Oh, Curious
we have
George.
yeah,
yeah,
no,
we
this guy
have
puts Curious
redemption
George to
points.
shame.
By the
We
way,
have
I'm sorry,
redemption
Daisy.
points, and different things come running across the screen, and one of them is George, and he throws things.
Exactly.
Yes, Amanda, what's up?
Cameron goes, you just do gaming streaming, right? For some reason, I was waiting for you to go, no, we do hot tub streams. Me in my cat bikini, and him in his wolf Speedo.
Yeah, this wolf outfit. Yeah, sure.
There you go.
Oh yes, I will
I
say that.
can't get it out of
I
my
heard
head now.
Speedo.
If
I'm
you
gonna-
come, Liam is a
Oh.
gray wolf, and I am the link.
Oh,
And no, we don't do hot tub streams ever.
Now that they have the idea.
oh no. There you go. Get
Cats
cheeky. Hey.
don't like water.
I'm
Cats
No.
don't like
I have to
water.
draw a hot tub.
Well, can
now.
you tell that
Oh,
to
hey.
my cat? Because she's always laying in the water bowl.
Oh my gosh. You got a weird cat, but you got a weird dog too. But hey, thank you, Daisy. It's always a pleasure. And
Thank you very much for having me.
oh, it's always a blast to have you. And now I was for the last but not
Yeah.
least again. We'll go to Amanda. Amanda, what is up with you these days?
The
Let
ceiling.
us know. All right. So you got the full screen now. And we got 13
I'll
people
see
watching
you.
us. 4 on Twitch. Make sure you follow us on
God.
Twitch. Smash that like button and sub on the
Smash it.
YouTube side.
Smash it. Smash
Yes.
it.
That.
Hey, you know what? I'm at 227 on YouTube on the
Smash it.
YouTube
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
If I-
You're
if
doing
I
better
get
than
to
me. Shut up.
If I can get to 250, I'll like run down the street, maybe half clothed. Okay.
I forgot. This is your 200th
Yeah, yes, Lisa, go ahead. Say it.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. This tonight with you guys is my 200th video to YouTube.
Happy anniversary.
I couldn't think of better friends to hang out with tonight like this in this madness. So thank you all.
We'll have to do a 24-hour Fortnite stream to celebrate 200. Yeah.
We'll have to do that. Maybe at 250 we'll do it. So.
200 hours?
200
200 hours.
Now, 250, we get to 240 subs, then we can do 24 hours. Hey. All right, Amanda, it's your turn now. Sorry. Go ahead.
Huh, what?
It's your turn.
Wait, when are we going to get to that Return If the Jedi that you were telling me about?
What you doing?
What? Return If the Jedi? What did
I
say?
He goes, hey, can we talk about Return If the Jedi what?
I didn't say that, did I?
Yes, you did when you sent it to me on Twitter.
Oh, damn autocorrect. You know that me and autocorrect and my damn typing. Jeez.
I can't
sucks. Oh,
so hello everybody, my name is Amanda Gillum. I am the owner operator of AGP. AGP is a streaming and podcasting channel. We play video games, we do podcasts, we do things like this. We mainly do all of our live streaming over on Twitch, but we also do edited videos right here on YouTube where you can check out things like Ark Survival Evolved and Stardew Valley. Of course, you can also check us out over on TikTok, Reddit, Twitter, and of course Facebook and Instagram.
She is the busiest woman on the planet.
Yep.
Yes, she is.
And if you want to if you want to meet me live in person, we're going to be June 11th, the week of June 11th at the Hannah's Camp America in Houston Woods, right here in Ohio. And then July 22nd to 23rd will be at the Gem City Comic Con in Dayton, Ohio, at the Dayton Convention Center, where you can pick up some AGP merch.
Oh my!
That is all handcrafted by yours truly.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Now get me off this big screen. Thank you.
That's why I have an avatar, not my face.
Oh shit! I hit the wrong button.
I don't know. There's just something about letting people connect and knowing that.
There you go.
True.
But here, I'll do that. I'll do this for the fun of it. Hello.
What happened to Amanda?
What? I'm free.
Amanda.
Oh shit! I'm back. I mean, everybody.
Oh gosh, hey, it's great. But listen. I want to thank all y'all for being here. I want to thank everybody that came through the chat.
She's doing a robot impression. I feel offended.
What happened now?
What happened?
Megan's having a day.
Oh shoot! Yes. Wait, we almost forgot the big reveals and stuff like this. Yeah, were you going to show your saber, Amanda?
What are you going to whip out now?
I ain't whipping anything out.
No, your sabers. You remember we were showing them back screen?
Oh yeah.
And hey, Parkours, welcome.
Hi,
good to see you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Always good last week your stream.
I can't show my
that's what we're here for.
United, though.
Hold on, let me take Amanda big time. Let me go, Amanda. Let me go, Amanda first.
I always get it up for you.
Put that thing away.
You don't put an eye out with that thing, kid. Hello, Parkours. You said
hello, Parkours.
Right?
Nice to see you.
So this is my Pride and Joy lightsaber. This is one of the Star Wars replica lightsabers from the Empire Strikes Back Darth Vader version, which was limited edition. They no longer make this with the cords that come out on the two sides.
Nice. Make it make sounds.
Wow.
Oh, look at that. Awesome.
Oh,
It's a two-hander.
You gotta see this. Mom, what the heck are you doing?
What's happening?
Look at my dog. What are you doing, mother?
Mother.
He does not like the noise.
Baby Yoda in the back. Look at how cute.
Oh yeah, my
yeah,
Grogu, and I got my BB-8 with a Darth Vader, and then there's another Darth Vader over here, and then we have the Star Wars curtains and the toys, and
Amazing.
Exactly. Lots of Star Wars stuff.
and there's a
All
curio. My dining room has a curio cabinet that's nothing but Star Wars.
Yep. We have that in our living room for us too. So, but yeah. All right, Mega. Let's see.
Your blade's missing.
Yeah.
What are you whipping out, Mega?
Yeah, I have the blade right here. I just need to replace the batteries for it. But yeah, it's the Ultra Saber from Darth Vader version. So yeah.
So that's Darth Vader's.
Darth Vader's, yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, they have a bunch
Nice.
of different lightsabers there. They have a lot of classic characters, but also EU characters. Like they have a Revan, they have a Malgus, they have a Mara Jade. So, yeah.
Hey,
But just be
awesome.
warned,
That's the
because when I
episode
bought
5 version,
mine,
just
mine
without
came
the. That
Huh?
looks like Vader's
Oh no, I have
episode
the
5 version.
blade. I can't
Just going
remember.
by the hilt. The hilt's where you could tell what episode they're from.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the button or whatever. Yeah, I have the silver.
And you
one,
bought
so.
it from ultrasabers.com? Is that the
Yeah,
website?
I'm gonna put a link in the private chat if you want to post it up. It's the
Okay.
first
No,
one.
Dad, man, he killed a
First
Sith
comment there.
Lord to get it.
If you want to put in the
I will try to do the
Yeah,
best I can with
that
doing
too.
that. Me and
I don't know
copy
how to
and paste.
I don't know how to post a
Uh,
link. In,
here's the blade.
I just did it. I
Can't
did
really
it.
see the whole thing though.
Okay. How about on Twitch?
But-
There you go.
I
Yeah,
went on
Oh,
both.
there you go. It's
Man
on Twitch.
posts it. If that man posts, it's on Twitch. If that man posts it in the actual chat that's here, it will go to both
There you
YouTube
go.
and Twitch.
Yeah,
Oh, thank you.
yeah.
I didn't
StreamYards
know.
takes it to both locations.
I don't do
Yeah.
YouTube, so
Yeah.
cool.
So
Very nice.
that-
Thank you for doing
that's
that.
a nice hilt. Yeah. Thank you, Stoney.
Yeah. I used to have a bunch of like Lego, Star Wars Lego stuff, but all that stuff is kind of like all in bins now or torn apart because because I've moved. I've been moving a lot my whole life, so things happen.
Mhm.
But I still have all the
See,
instructions for them, so I can always build.
I
them
love
if I want
Lego
to.
Star Wars.
See, I'm that bad person that glues my Legos together.
Oh, I don't do
That's
that.
fine.
Oh,
That way, my Lego Millennium Falcon can stay hanging
yeah.
from the ceiling.
That's not
Mhm.
hateful, but
And that Death Star, oh my God, the Lego Death Star was a pain in the ass to put together.
Yeah.
ooh.
I
Which
bet.
one?
Yeah.
Is it the full one or is it the one with all the characters and stuff like that?
Full one.
Nah, cool.
Mm. That is definitely awesome, Stunning. Thank you very much for
Yeah.
reminding me of that. I forgot. So, but on that note, what I'm going to show you here is, let me see. Let me stop sharing that.
Oh God, is Dad
Showing
Man
off
about
your
to pull out
saber
his saber run?
Yeah, I'm going to here. All right. Now, this one is,
Dad Man scream. Thank you.
there we go.
Oh my.
Ah, nice.
That's
This-
dirty.
I will be
That's
honest.
Luke.
I won this. There was a fundraiser. There was a extra life charity thing, and this is the grand prize drawing that I won from Mary's Game Room.
Nice.
Oh, you're so
And-
lucky.
And it does have a blade with it, and it has the batteries, and it really lights up. But this is just a Luke Skywalker hilt by
That's
itself.
amazing.
Very good craftsman, made by a gentleman in the UK who makes these. It was really, really, really nice to see. It was really good to get and really detailed work. It's nice and heavy. Feels good, like a real lightsaber in your hands. It really was very, very well crafted.
Yeah, mine's
So,
really heavy too.
Yeah.
So how often does Mrs. let you walk around the house hanging that off your belt?
the question should be how many times I get to run around
All
in a
time.
Peely costume with it. So
Yeah,
hey, you never know. But that one is
that'd be so cool to have on your hip. Just hang it, just,
I know it
Yeah.
would be. Just walk
Oh,
Mine
wow.
around.
didn't come with
Yeah.
the thing for
Go to the
so
grocery
you can hang it on
store.
my stuff.
Yeah.
yeah. Although these days people would
So,
probably
yeah.
call the police on your
Big
stuff.
Yeah, that's
business.
true.
Pull that out.
Yeah,
That's no fun to
exactly.
think about.
Cut them
I
down.
know
Then.
it's
Slice them down.
yes, it
Do that.
is. So, but thank you
If you're
everybody
going
for
to jail,
being
might
here.
as well do it.
Yeah.
Make it worth the time.
Yeah. Exactly. If you're going to go, you might as well make it
Do
worthwhile.
worth.
Exactly. So to the 12 people that are still here that keep coming and going, so
They're
that
Florida
is
man, I'll
awesome.
understand.
Yeah. Thank you for being here, Lisa, Daisy Blossom, Megadong, Amanda. Thank you. I could not think of 4 better people to hang out with me
Yeah.
on the
Thanks for
200 video to YouTube. So appreciate it. There'll be more coming, and who knows? Tomorrow night I will be on with Lorena Creel at 8:00 on our Welcome to Florida show. So go over there and see that. Oh wait! Dadgummit, we keep coming out with more stuff. Amanda.
No, don't. This is for bye-byes. Go.
Oh, I thought that was like you wanted to show it. Okay, you want to show your video.
He's been here the whole time.
I know. I just saw it. It takes me a while. I'm slow. But hey, but catch me over there tomorrow night. Yeah, catch me over there tomorrow night. But in terms of stuff on the channel, it's going to be a busy May. And actually, there's going to be a busy May, and then I'm going to go silent till the first part of June because we're taking a long, Mrs. Dadman and I are taking a very long vacation to see some parts of the country. But and on Mondays in May, we're going to keep up with the Sports Weekly with Dadman. We're on Twitch and YouTube at Dadman Walking 55, Monday night at 8 o'clock. It will be the unless I decide to go live for something tomorrow, which could be happen if we could. If anybody wants to talk cricket, if you want to talk rugby, what I do with this show is going to be more of a looking at sports news and then kind of a chill chat of see where it goes. So join me for that. It's kind of different. It's not really going to be heavy like the XFL or college football where we're looking at one sport. Looks like we're going to be talking about New Jersey and New York having to go to Game 7 in hockey. So we'll join me for that. I might have to have Mark on Monday night then if that happens.
I think there's going to be a battle royale between you and Mark.
Damn straight. Maybe I could get him to. You know what would be great is if Mark would agree to hang out with me on StreamYards and we watch the game together.
Ooh.
Go New Jersey
Wouldn't that be
Devils.
cool? So
Go New Jersey Devils.
I'll have to talk to Mark about that later. But hey,
only if Mark's team wins. Other than that, it's probably going to be a disaster.
Go New Jersey
Wait,
Devils.
what about my team?
Go New Jersey Devils. Yeah.
There you go, Amanda. There you go, Amanda. But hey,
Mark gets a little feisty whenever you bring up the Devils.
I know he does. I saw that the other night. I was like, dang.
Whoa.
Let's go.
Crazy. So,
Go Knights, go.
yeah, exactly. So that's our Monday show. Oh, there you go, Daisy Blossom. Yeah, you got one of the best teams out there.
Where you go?
I'll have to bring all y'all on to play to talk hockey then. Jeez.
Nope.
Nope. But anyway, Monday nights. This Monday show. This Monday show.
I haven't watched hockey in ages.
I know. I hadn't either till this year when my team got good, but I had somebody that was watching with at times, so it helped if you have people to talk with. So this purpose of this show is going forward until the fall when college football comes back, just to have some random sports talk, and maybe that Dadman can get better at talking. Gives me something to do. So come hang out with me. Now,
I mean, you can talk. Getting you to be quiet, that we could get 3PO to be more quiet than you.
Me.
Oh, that was another scene that I saw today in the movie.
Here we go.
Oh,
yes.
What was that?
No, you remember when Leia went up there as the bounty hunter to defrost Han? You remember that scene? And then, then he's down on the floor, and then and then to pull the curtain back there because the hut's there with everybody else. I saw finally that one of the bodyguards had their mouth covering 3PO's. Had his hand covering 3PO's mouth to shut him up the whole time.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I did.
Yes, but see, I saw it because of the big screen. Okay. But it was really, really cool to see. So
yeah.
All right, Monday night, come listen to me ramble. We bounced down to 8. Now we're back up to 10. Maybe I got to keep talking. But anyway, on that note, here's May. Okay. There's going to be
May.
There are going to be game streams in May. Like I said, on the 4th, keep an eye out. Amanda and I are going to do something, working out the details. But here in May, the Chillin' with Editions. May 3rd at 8 p.m., we got the great, glorious, beautiful Lisa from YouTube. Yay. We're going to Tilling with Lisa and doing some gardening. May 9th at 10 p.m. Eastern, special time. A good friend, Raquel Briggs, go buy her book, short science fiction short stories.
That's going to be fun.
It's an amazing
grilling.
book.
We're going to talk barbecue.
Yeah.
We're going to talk barbecue.
That's delicious.
Absolutely. Yeah. So on May 14th, a guy named Rod Thunderheart.
Rod's very cool. Oh, yeah.
Exactly. He's a trucker. He open road trucker, and we're going to do some big rigging with Rod Thunderheart and see what it is.
And then do what they say can't be done.
Exactly. I know. I think a convoy, just run over everything, destroy it all. But May 17th, May 17th with the great Daisy Blossom. We're going to be more of a chill and general episode this this month. A lot going on in May, so we really don't have time to commit to a movie, but we're just going to chit chat and hang out a bit. So, like I said, May's going to be busy. Then probably my last stream will be May the 21st, and then it'll be quiet for a few weeks. So, but I will preview it.
Travel the country.
Yeah, we're going to try to learn how to do YouTube lives and stuff on the journey, and maybe be able to check in at times. But I will say, make plans, and I will definitely repeat it. When we come back in June, we're going to hit the ground running, because June 8th is my birthday, and I'm going to have a birthday stream somehow. So,
are you going to be on the road for June?
We're coming back. We're trying to come back the 7th.
24-hour fortnight.
24-hour. I'll be there.
Out.
Megadon might last 30 seconds, but he'll try and be there.
Whoa! No. Hey, no. Hey, Amanda, you will have to show up for a little bit. You don't have to show up 24 hours.
Not in Fortnite.
Yeah, you do. Listen, you got on the dang game so quickly to help me get Lisa set up, because you were
And
so
we got
frustrated
Lisa set up. I'm good.
But you put the game on your computer again. Hello, Rowan McPhee. Good to see you now. Make sure you hit that like button while you're here. Anybody that's still here with us that hasn't sub already, we got 3 more till.
Oh, you have the
2:30.
You know what? For your birthday, why don't I just kill you in Dead by Daylight? That sounds like fun.
Well, we could do that as part of the stream.
Dadman,
we could probably do that. We could probably do part of that on my, we'll stream it and kill me on the game. So, well, anyway,
I got my new naked chick.
Yeah. Well, gosh. Well, we'll talk about that a little bit later. Hey, let's see. We got the gardening again, and then like everything.
Play this game now.
I think you would like it. Stunning. Dead by Daylight. That's pretty cool.
Empire Strikes Back won the poll.
Of course it
thank
did.
You, Daisy. Daisy, thank you for reminding me. I almost did it again. Let me end the poll. You got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm closing the poll. If you have not voted, and
all right, Return of Jedi doesn't win. It's rigged.
Empire 54, Star Wars 27, Jedi 18 with 11 votes. Hey.
27 and 18 people are wrong.
There you go.
Excuse me, Amanda. I'm one of those 27% that said the first movie was the best.
I did Empire. But see, we may.
I was going to see them all as one film.
We'll have to do another Star Wars stream, because we'll spend more time talking about that to see which one we think are the best. So, but and how
obviously
that goes.
it's the Rise of Skywalker.
No.
Could be Solo.
Yeah, there you go.
Rise of Palpatine.
SoCal Imagine channel. I'm glad you hung out with us tonight. It's good to see you here for so long. I said I used to watch Star Wars on HBO every day in the summer of maybe 1987. Yeah,
I could see that for sure.
Now what you do is you watch it on TNT or TBS when they're doing a marathon, and but you still had to deal with the commercials. So, and Daisy says,
nope.
Star Wars. And if he says good night, sleep.
Nope. What you do is you dust off your VCR and you go boop.
No commercials.
Awesome. You know what?
No commercials.
So all my live
Don't worry, I'm
videos,
kind. I rewind.
Catch me on YouTube.com or Twitch.tv. Dadman Walking 55. My Twitter is Dadman Walking 55. That's the way to keep up with the latest when I decide to go live. We still have 12 people watching us right now. We went from 9 to 12 and all this stuff. Y'all got a few more minutes, or do y'all need to leave? Because I've already said because the chat's starting to talk to us again. If you got a few moments,
I've got nothing to do.
Well, because here, SoCal, now he can't pull himself away from live content on YouTube to watch much of anything. LOL. That has happened to me. I've found live streams to be very interesting, and not always the pop culture type stuff.
Right.
Somebody like Stunning, his art stuff. I'm not an artist. I'm furthest thing from it. Or some of the comic book stuff that I have nothing about, no knowledge of. I find some of those are the more relaxing type streams and things I actually learned some stuff from. What type of streams? I mean, I watch history, obviously, but in terms of live streams, I like to see the new stuff. What about y'all? What do y'all like to watch?
Well, I like to watch things that are entertaining. That isn't angry or upset. I mean, I'm trying to get away from hard work and I just want to relax. So
I don't like watching live streams.
Really? No.
No,
I like interacting in chat and joking around and
Nope.
laughing and
I'll put on my Nostalgia Critic or my Syntac or my Axeman or my Ross Clark. I know their videos are about 30, 45 minutes, simple, easy, nice little relax.
well, is it
edited,
because you're a
clean cut.
streamer? Because you
I just never, I don't interact in the chat first off.
Okay.
So there's nothing there for me for the live streaming.
Okay.
And I don't know. There's just something about watching an edited video, nice, clean cut. I know how long it's going to be because my life is very active and hectic all the time anyway. So I only get about 30, 45 minutes of downtime for me. So putting something on like that works for me. Because the rest of the time I'm making the content. I'm editing the videos. I'm doing the live streams. I'm working the conventions.
So I started watching Star Wars Theory, and he would have streams that would last 2 to 3 hours, and I would do other stuff while he was talking. So he was almost like I don't know, a companion while I worked. And then I found other streams that went for 2 to 3 hours, and they kept, so I was working on my art while being entertained without having to really watch what was going on. Like in a movie, you have to watch. In a show, you have to watch. This way I could just work and listen, and it worked. And then I started chatting, and boy, I can't stop chatting.
There you go. But I tell you what, an involved chat helps make a stream. It does help stuff. Sometimes when I've gotten really struggled is if the chat's not working, especially if you're solo, it's good to have somebody to play off and to talk and discuss stuff. You can get new ideas and things like that. And that's really, really a good thing. Like when you got parkours out here saying, hell no, we won't go. Hell no, we won't go. Although I watch more team streamers more than TV. That's really cool. SoCal says live TV on YouTube is much more engaging than the 50s top technology. And then you hear from Rowan McPhee, his dad is a nerd for Star Wars. That sounds like my kid talking about me, you see that and it gives you something to go with.
And then Brian earlier had some great points that he brought up about Jedi and Empire. So that,
Well, the only person that I know that really live streams, in all honesty, like Dadman.
Dadman, that's it.
Pretty much. I'll if I catch Daisy and Liam, but lately you guys have been going so late and I've been going to bed so early.
See, I'm a YouTuber. I don't Twitch, so that's why I don't catch Daisy.
No worries.
Yeah. I don't
Twitch.
Worries.
Well, it's not that hard if you can get set up on Twitch. I've learned to do both to get both markets. So, and some does better than others, and especially for your gaming, it seems like Twitch is a good side, especially for growing your channel. It's easier to monetize. Aang got 500 followers, and we're kid comes asking for the social security number. We're like, why? And then more money. Aang has over 1,200 followers though now on the Twitch side.
Wow, that's amazing.
And it's just stuff she's done over the years, making connections and stuff like that. I wish I had her ability to talk and stuff like that. But it's like a conversation, with your friends, like you were saying that with Lisa. It's nice, at least for me, is to talk with people, to share fun and stuff like that. As a listener, I like to hear background noise, whether I'm at work or if I'm making dinner or something. Exactly. It's nice to have something just like you're not by yourself and, things like that. So, that's what like Amanda says, I like talking. I didn't realize I like talking so much. I'm shy. The whole debate. I call myself, and everybody says they're introverts. So I'm like, well, I'm an introvert. This is like, no, you're shy, not an introvert.
You can be. I'd like to see when the hell have you? I've never seen you shy. Obviously, this is something that's personal because oh my god, we used to play Fortnite, and then it's like, okay, I'm going to bed, and here's that man. Okay, guys, so blah 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 blah. I want to go to bed.
No, you can sleep anytime. Well, I tell you what, you'll be glad.
I will say
ahead,
the
Daisy.
chat.
I have fallen to sleep with this man. So like, la, 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 and I'm like, And he's like, goodbye. It's like, we ended the stream 3 hours ago, sir. Shut up.
You got to go home. You can't stay here. You got to go home. What were you going to say, Daisy?
I was just going to say that we really love our chat. Chat is so important, and interacting with them. And sometimes someone will disappear for a while and then they'll come back, and it's like meeting a friend. And through this medium, you meet people from all over the world in all the time zones. And these are people you would not meet in real life because, who has the money to fly all over the planet and meet new people? So
Seth
it is
MacFarlane?
such a cool, well, okay, yeah. And if your last name is Kennedy or you happen to be Elon Musk, I get it, but I'm not. So, but chat is, you guys are great. We love
Yeah,
chat.
so many
Chat
amazing people.
No, I get when I'm streaming and people are in my chat, I will interact with the people in my chat. My problem is going to, I've come across this where I've had a different opinion before, and if I've said anything, I get destroyed.
Oh, that happens, but you just stand your ground, and sooner or later you figure out a way to get along.
No, we're talking hateful. You should be tied to rocks and drowned for your opinion destroyed. So I don't chat on anybody else's channel because I'm afraid to do it now.
Well, I have my opinion and they have their opinion, and I just figure out a way of where we both can agree to just hang out together. That's
Yeah.
And then we become friends and you skip the issue.
We're small enough that if people start to be like that in our chat, I'm also a mod as well as the co-host.
Blast you out of here.
Come out.
You can tell people to, you need to take a chill pill.
It depends
Or
on
I'll
how
time you
aggressive
out.
they are, right? If they're super aggressive, yeah, I can see that.
That's true, but you can't time them out.
Yeah. And see, like, but they tell you, like Podcords is saying, having the streamer actually engage with you in a chat is a plus, because I've been on there before. And I'm trying to work with the balance of recognizing the chat, the guests, and what's going on, because I read a lot, especially playing Fortnite, because I've been in some of those chats where it's like the streamer completely ignores you and you're like, well, why am I even here? Or if I'm not a channel member, you're ignored anyway. And I agree, channel members should get a little bit more, but there should be some.
Well, not everybody can multitask like you, Dad, man.
Well, I'm learning. It's still big.
You're really good at it, though.
Yeah, and here, like I say, listen, thanks. Also, thanks for everybody being here. We still have 12 people with us, but thanks for being here, and it means a lot to me. It means a lot to my guests. Hit that like button, bring your friends on the YouTube.
Yes, thank you for being here, because eventually he'll release our families.
Yes. Well, let's get to 250. I'm trying to let's get to 250 by
Where's my dog, man?
Where's your thong?
Wait, what?
Dog.
Dog. I can't hear half the time. That's
dog or dong? D-O-N-G? Oh.
Yes.
Oh, my.
And Squeaka. Hey, Squeaka. That's a good thing, too. Yeah, lurkers. You
can't
forget lurkers are good.
What?
Why is Dad thinking about Mega's thong?
I don't know. I heard thong. At least I didn't say dong. So
I heard dong.
But anyway, Squeaka makes a great point about the lurkers.
You always hear the dong.
We can forget the lurkers way too easily, but yeah, they make it. The people that lurk and the people that watch the videos later after the fact really make for good streams. So, and
I have a question. What do you feel like doing now? Do you want to play some Fortnite?
Well, we could do that.
Now, but sure.
Yeah, we could do some more Fortnite in a little bit. I need to get up off my ass for a few minutes. Yeah, and take a break.
I have to rub my butt a little bit. It's getting numb.
I know. I can't feel. I can't feel my feet.
I know.
The circulation's
circulation's
We went from thongs to butt rubbing.
Amanda, that happens when you get old.
It all catches up with you.
You do realize I'm 44. I'm getting old.
Well, no, you're not that old. Wait till you hit your 50s.
Baby.
You're not old, but hey, Squeaka wants to play Fortnite, but you're not home.
Oh,
get home, man. Where are you going? Get back home, Missy.
Yeah.
Get home.
Get home. Hey. Yes, please. Okay.
I told you to stop hanging out at the whorehouse and just stay home. But
just stay home. But yeah.
Hello.
Whoa,
Yep.
where did that come from?
Excuse
I know this one.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
me. No.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good, my friends. Well, on that note, since everybody's I had a lot of other things I could show y'all, but since everybody's complaining
We
about
don't have
numb
the time,
butts,
and he wants to stay
Wait, what?
monetized.
well,
Yes.
since you have numb butts, numb legs, and everything else,
Save it for the next time. Whip it out.
yeah.
But I
See,
need
she
the
needs
second.
a
Oh, it's
second
but you
job.
need the second job. Okay, my bad.
Yeah,
Love you,
So-
Speaker.
If you
Yeah.
make enough money doing that, let me know.
yeah.
I could sell you two. I'm okay with that.
I'm hiring.
On that note, hey, to the galactic overlords that look out for us on Twitch and YouTube, that was completely a joke. And we here at Dead Man Walking 55 condone and promote any of that type of activity. So,
I have no
But
idea what
over
we're
at
talking
AGP,
about.
we do.
yes,
What are we
exactly.
talking about?
I'm doing my stupid disclaimer to the benevolent galactic
I'm
overlords
trying
that
to order
monitor
a
everything.
pizza while y'all just talking about whatever.
Off air, to explain what's
Yeah,
going
my
on.
pizza's sitting in the.
I'm just
kitchen.
making a joke. I always do, Lisa. But hey, folks, thanks for being here. Since we got numb butts, numb legs, and a desire to blow shit up in Fortnite, I might start streaming that if we want to play. If y'all want to stream it,
Yeah.
so we'll see what's going.
Are you up for it? Yeah.
I'll be in the chat.
All right, that sounds good. Love it. Love
Acknowledge
it.
me. Acknowledge me in the chat.
Hey, but listen,
will.
one more thing. I want to say thank you, Daisy, Lisa, for reminding me about this. The 200 video that will go up to my YouTube channel.
Heck yeah.
Thank you all, because from the bottom of my heart, it's not possible without you guys.
You're the
Friends like
best.
y'all that come on with me, and the people out in the chats and stuff, and other people that are around. You know, you mean a lot to me. And when I see y'all out there, and when you talk with me, lurking is great. Watching later is great, but especially if you can chat, it makes for even better. You know, and you know. Thank you for helping this old fart, have a little bit of fun, find something to do, a
You're
hobby,
the
not to drive his
bestest
wife
fart
crazy.
ever.
Oh,
The
good.
best part ever.
Exactly. Well, I know the missus loves having, like she said, you need to get a hobby. Well, I got a hobby now. So, but hey, on that note, there's all my links. Deadman Walking 55 on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Be ready for us to
He's
maybe
like,
play
maybe
some
I
Fortnite
didn't-
shortly. And on that note, I will say thank you again, Lisa, Daisy Blossom, Megadong,
Yeah.
and Amanda. And y'all all have a good night, and we might see you again
Now
soon.
release our families.
Thank the dong.
All right. Release the dog.
Thank the
Release the
dog.
hounds, Smithers. Bye, all.
Bye.
Bye.
Let's see if I end the broadcast right.
Bye.